Hi, everybody. Let me make sure everybody can hear me, that my audio's on point. We are starting about 15 minutes early. Welcome, everybody. Let those notifications go out, which I'm probably sure they didn't. I don't know if they did. Now I'm kind of curious. Let me put that on mute. Welcome, welcome. I see people here in the chat. Let me let the people get in here first, and then we're going to get started because we got some stuff to review. How come the green? Okay, whatever. Sorry, this green screen is acting up. Hey, everybody, just got here. They just said, yes, they did, and just got another. The notifications went out. That's interesting. Welcome, welcome. I'm happy to hear that because sometimes the notifications don't go out. All right, we definitely got to get into it, guys. We are a couple seconds in. I'm letting everybody know that we are live. Hold up. Hey, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Shout out to everybody in the chat, okay? Thank you, guys. That's right. Judge Rabbitha is here. Yes, I am. Now, where am I? Let me let the people know. Hold up. Oh, did it not? It didn't show the banners. Dang. I guess y'all are just, it's Judge Rabbit that for whatever reason it didn't show my little banner. That is all good. Good morning. You just received the notification. That's good to know. All right, so people are getting notified. We're gonna get started here pretty soon, y'all. Baby Bunny took my wig, and it doesn't even look like a judge wig anymore. She did something to it, so we have to bedazzle the wig. Something has to happen to the wig, okay? Which some people said looks like a beret, honestly, which is fine. It is what it is. Hey, everybody, come through, guys. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Thank you guys so much. Let me chat a little bit. Let's start up by I know Baby Bunny needs a mini wig. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Okay, guys. A couple things. A couple things. It's giving. No, it's not. I need a little eye patch with my wig. Petty said that the wig needs to be flushed. Petty, come on now. Thank you. Thank you. You said, feel free to lose the wig. Second, it's not working for you. That's what people said. Well, is the judge's robe working for me? I mean, the wig is itchy. I'll be honest with you. The wig is itchy. Okay, we'll put it at that. You just finished my last crazy video. Hold up. Let me put that on mute. You just finished my last video. All right. I'm glad to hear that, guys, because there's a lot of updates and a lot of things happening and a lot of behind the scenes. And I'm going to do my best to just make mini videos off of it to give you guys the latest updates about what is going on. But we got to get into it. We are 2 hours in to the trial. We're going to get right into it. Hopefully, people will start coming in here. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Jonathan Adi did an interview with News Nation yesterday, Rabbit. Ooh, that's on my watch list then. Let me put that down here. Jonathan Adi. I haven't watched it, so don't even tell me what was said, okay? Thank you. Just finished it too. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna get started, but I want to talk a little bit about it. I don't have my mods here, which is absolutely fine. They'll get here when they get here. Let me just say this. We had a lot of people here in the chat yesterday. I'm gonna ask y'all to just be kind in the chat. If you have a disagreement with somebody, have your disagreement. What I'm gonna say is keep it cute, or just like I'm not even gonna warn you. I'm just gonna put you on timeout. If you can't handle yourself, if you got some stupid ass comment to make about a situation that's happening, yeah, we're just gonna time you out until you get your shit together. Act like, let's be adults here, okay? This is a real case of real people. You are entitled to your opinion. I'm not here to change it for you. I'm just here to report on what's going on, okay? But let's not get stupid in the chat. If you get, I'm not even giving you attention. I'm just timing you out. Go troll somewhere else, okay? That's what you can do. Yeah, we are exactly, that is my point. Then anytime someone disagrees with Cassie doesn't mean the victim, but yeah, can we stop that too? Can we let me say something real quick. Um Disagreeing with Cassie or anybody or any victim on the stand or witness doesn't necessarily mean that we are victim blaming. I think people get that confused a little bit. These are having a question isn't victim blaming. Please note that. Okay, so let's not like get that confused. And I know that this is such a boiling point and trigger for a lot of people in the topics, but we definitely have to get it together. I'm not here to judge Cassie or kink shame or any of this BS, not even Sean Diddy Combs. who, in my opinion, you know, he's the most, right? But I'm not here to kink shame him or say different things. I mean, it is what it is. We're getting the information. Let's keep it like how it is. But I agree with you on this, VSOP, honestly. Okay, let's get it together, guys. Let's start with the video from Inner City Press to get started. And then I have some other announcements that we're going to make as we're going through this whole case. Okay. So Inner City Press starts us out, and I have not, we're 2 hours, I think, or so, an hour and a half behind, which is fine. We're going to catch up. We did that yesterday. Let's go.
Here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here at the Southern District of New York Courthouse today, Wednesday, May 14th, 2025. Well, Diddy docket, civil and criminal, of course. Yet we're live tweeting the criminal trial of Sean Combs. Yesterday, they finished with the male dancer Daniel Phillip, and then Cassie took the stand. It was really, it was something. You can find, of course, the tweets. We've also put extra stuff on Substack and some of the filings on Patreon. But the legal issue that's arising is whether when she's under cross-examination, which will begin today, whether she'll be allowed to talk to her lawyer, who's Douglas Wigdor, a noted Me Too and other, mostly a civil lawyer.
If you did not watch my video earlier today, please go watch it. That's what this was about. We just talked about that. Douglas Wigdor wants to essentially be a support to Cassie during the cross-examination. You guys let me know what you guys think in the comments. There's concerns, at least for self-incrimination. What does that mean? And that could mean many things. Sometimes it's very, and this has happened a lot in victim cases, where sometimes people self-incriminate based on the things that they say. And it's not that they're guilty. It's just really the nature of the situation. Sometimes people lie for self-preservation. Keep that in mind, even victims. Okay, so this is an important thing. If you did not watch my last video, please do so, because it explains this a little bit more.
He had a case with Leon Block in which he dropped out, but that's another matter. In any event, both he and the lawyer for Mia are wanting to say that they have every right to speak with their client during cross. Now, often it's said that a witness can't speak to the lawyer during cross in order to not coordinate, but the government and them are citing the Victims' Rights Act. Of course, Alexander Shapiro for Combs said that can't trump the rights of the defendant to get to the truth, i.e., mess up the testifying witness. So there's that. On the civil Diddy docket, in one of the many cases initially brought by Tony Busby, he's withdrawn from them, has another lawyer on the case. It was a Jane Doe versus Sean Combs case.
Busby has withdrawn from the Diddy cases. This guy is I don't want to hear the name Busby anymore. I refuse.
In which, involving, I think, 2014 in Las Vegas. In any case, it's been found and ruled by Judge Broderick here of the Southern District that Jane Doe cannot proceed under pseudonym and must either give her name by May 20th in an amended complaint or see the case dismissed on that ground. So there's a lot of this is how it's going. We're covering it closely. It seems to be going out all over the place, including Perry Match. Not that it matters. We've asked, believe it or not, to go international. We've asked the UN about it because they often are talking about, I think they put on orange shirts. They do all of this stuff. Of course, the UN itself is deeply involved in sexual abuse through their peacekeepers. These guys have full immunity.
Ooh.
They're sent to some of the most dysfunctional, poor.
And this is what was unclear. So Inner City Press said yesterday that the guy from the UN is now like in the trial in the Diddy jury. So I have a lot of questions about this. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little concerned about somebody from the UN being part of that. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but it has to be said. I'm a little worried about that. But hey, let's get into the first tweet, and then of course we have the CNN. So we're gonna get right up to date. It doesn't take us long to get right where we need to be at. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button, please, and thank you. I would appreciate it. And share the stream so that it can go out there. Thank you guys so much for being here, and shout out to everybody. Okay, here we go. So it starts with U.S. versus Sean Combs. Cassie still on direct, then cross. Cassie has not been cross-examined yet. She will be. Again, this is May 14th for those that are wondering the date. And here we go. 2 hours ago, all rise. The judge says, we have a note from a juror about scheduling accommodations. It's not in the docket. What about Miss Ventura's husband? The government asks. He will be removed from the courtroom before a certain issue comes up. The judge responds, good. Okay. Have the privacy screens been installed? This is what the judge is asking. They're being installed by the court tech, the government responds. The judge then asks, on the conferring with the counsel issue, I tend to agree with Ms. Shapiro. What about conferring about questions about privilege? This is what the government is asking. Okay, so the Inner City Press puts a link up there. And for those that want to follow, make sure you guys check out Inner City Press. All right, Alexander Shapiro, who, by the way, filed a letter last night, and we read it this morning on our video. Make sure you're catching up on those mini videos. We did start a whole playlist on this so people can catch up, okay? I'm concerned that during the break, there could be a generalized discussion about the testimony and might come up. We are going to try to avoid any privileged communication. This is what Alexander Shapiro, Diddy's attorney, said, one of the many. Government then responds, during Mr. Phillips' testimony, I spoke with this lawyer. Government says, we anticipate these witnesses being on cross-examination for multiple days. We need to speak with them about security and transportation. The judge then interferes and basically says, or interjects, Ms. Shapiro, can you draft something on a piece of paper and instructions that you would like to give me, an instruction that you would like to give me? The defense Government says the defense has sent us a zip file of text messages. We are reviewing them before it's raising. The judge then says, I appreciate that. All right, so here comes the other attorney for the government, Ms. Comey. The defense has still not shown us exhibits they may use in cross-examination of Ms. Ventura. We are worried this will continue. Hold up, time out. Why hasn't the defense sent the information out to the government? Government is saying we're worried that this is going to continue. Okay, so then Ana Maria Estevao, okay, the other Diddy attorney, says we're making several chains of text messages. They had these documents in their possession for 8 months before we got them. So this is what she says. She's like, listen, the reason why we're not ready, government, is because your lazy behinds did not submit everything, and it took you guys 8 months. That's it. Okay? You think it's sneaky? Somebody said it's sneaky. All right. Okay. Let's keep going. We are here. We're told there's half a day left of direct. Could you give them a lunch? Could you give them at lunch? This is what the judge says. We're here for half a day. Half a day left of direct. Could you give them at lunch? Okay. Defense then responds, our paralegal is printing them out. Comey, the government, says they should have turned over these exhibits to us on April 27th. The judge then says, Ms. Garagos, handling this issue, we did have a schedule as you marked them. Why shouldn't you be required to turn them over? Now the judge is looking at Teeny Garagos. Teeny Garagos, okay? Teeny Garagos. He's looking at Teeny Garagos, okay? Agnifilo gets up and responds. Who answers for Teeny Garagos? Rule 16 does not contemplate these carve-outs. We are not behind the 8 ball on this. We have complied with Rule 16. I would be surprised if the government only has another 3 hours with Miss Ventura, but whatever. Agnifilo further says, we don't think it's required, but we'll do it. Luckily, we have a sizable defense team, so we can do it. So Agnifilo's like, we're feeling the pressure here. Like, we're going to do what you're asking us to do, but it's taking us a minute, okay? Miss Comey, then, judge then asked Miss Comey, what do you want? Miss Comey responds, we want these exhibits, not a trial by ambush. I want them now. I will find the cases. The judge then says, you don't have to put in a letter. You can just email me the cases and I'll take a look at them. All right. So then Inner City Press has a note here for everybody. Inner City Press would ask, are these judicial documents going to go into the public docket? How much is being left off docket in this case? Remember, a lot of things are under sealed, guys. A lot of things are under sealed. How much of the information is everybody getting, is privy to? What do we have access to? That is the question. Okay. You said, oh, please. So you have no room for the defense, says girls like, oh, please, defense. You said, remember, the prosecution has dragged their feet on their information to the defense like witnesses, red flags. Say more. Guys, hit that like button, please, and thank you. Okay. $10 million buys a lot of defense. Why are we pushing back? Hey, Diddy, why are we pushing back? I mean, honestly, it's a lot of lawyers, just like Agnifilo said. Okay, it further goes. Judge says, we have a witness waiting in the back. Okay. Produce them before the cross-examination starts. This is what the judge is saying. Get your ish together before cross-examination starts. You can email me cases during the trial date. Let's get moving. Let Miss Ventura back in. 1 second, guys. Sorry. We don't need another situation like the Menendez case. They kept evidence hidden and now it's coming back. That's the other concern that we need to. Don't leave anything. We don't want to come back here again 6 months, a year, 10 years later that something didn't happen or did happen. We don't want to do that at all whatsoever. Okay, let's keep going, okay? So we have a witness waiting in the back. Produce them before the cross-examination starts. You can email me cases during the trial day. Let's get moving. Let's get Miss Ventura back. The witnesses are entering. Judge then says, welcome back. Okay, all rise. So they all rise when the jurors, that's the thing, it's for the jurors. All rise, the jurors are coming in. Judge then says, you are still under oath. Proceed. All right, the government, who we're still working with the government and Cassie. Cassie is clearly about to answer more questions. You're still under oath. Proceed. May I approach the witness? Asks the government. Judge says you may. Miss Ventura, I just handed you 2 drives. What is on them? GX8. Cassie responds, messages and photos from my devices. Yesterday you testified about Sean going armed to look for Suge Knight. Enters Suge Knight. Sean took guns with him. He told you to ask the escorts if they were cops. I would begin by saying I was not a cop. This is what Cassie said. Okay. I would begin by saying I was not a cop. Government then says, Sean told you to do that? Cassie responds, yes. What happened when you fought back? I did that more earlier in the relationship. It would make him more violent, want to push me harder. Objection. Objection to speculation. This is what the defense says. Judge says, overruled. How would Sean react if you fought back? Anger. Okay. Government comes up again, and let me make sure that you guys can see a little bit of the print. Thank you, guys. Thank you guys for keeping it cute in the chat. Thank you. Okay, here we go. So we can get this going. I'm going to show you the LA Intercontinental Hallway again. Play from 143 to 146. That's what the government is saying. Who enters? Cassie looks clearly and says, Sean. What's in his hands? He doesn't appear to have anything. Okay. Play to 159. Now, anything in his hands? My phone. That's what Cassie responds. How did he get it? Well, he took all of my stuff. Where does he end up? Sitting in a chair in front of the window. What are you doing? I'm walking away from him. Now, who's in the video? Me and security. In this one, play from 5 minutes to 31. Where did you go from the hotel? To my house. I took an Uber. That's what Cassie responds. Now let's let's turn to the text messages. Can you read page 4? Please call. I'm surrounded. This is what Cassie reads. Please call. I'm surrounded. Okay. All right. Who sent that? Government is asking. From Sean. He was running around in a towel. I told him to put the robe on. Who sent these green messages? The government is asking. I did. I wrote to Sean. Jules left. As long as you're quiet, you can stay. Peace. This is what Cassie wrote to Sean. I did. I wrote to Sean. Jules left. As long as you're quiet, you can stay. Peace. Government asked, who's Jules? Cassie responds, an escort. Is this Jules? Government shows a picture to Cassie. Yes. B606 and 607 side by side. Cassie in big sunglasses. So there's a photo, Cassie in big sunglasses. That's me. A selfie of me with the fat lip. I know this photo. I know this photo. Okay, let's see if we can pull it. Trigger warning, guys. Hold up. Let me move this mic real quick. Cassie, big fat lip. This was a very visible lip. I think this went around on social media for many, many years. I remember seeing this. She had like a bloody injury. See if we can pull it real quick. Many years ago. I can't even find it. Did they remove it from the internet or what? There were so many times that she had injuries. She had knots on her face. We'll pull those later. Maybe I'll do that later so we can get through this, okay? But shout out to everybody in the chat. For those that are coming in, please hit the like button. So we're going through the details, and I'll definitely pull. I got some pictures up, but we'll pull those in a minute. Okay. So Cassie says, that's me, a selfie of me with the fat lip. When did you take that? Or when did you take it? In the Uber with one of my phones. What did you write here? The government asked. I said, please stay away from me. The government asks, and what does he say? Cassie responds, he says, I'm getting arrested. Government then asks, was he? I don't think so. What did you write back? Plugging my phone in and going to bed. Who was at your home when you got there? Carrie Morgan. She was upset when she saw me. She called the police. Did you speak with them? Yes. But I didn't say who I was talking about and they left. Why? I wasn't ready. What Cassie responds. Cassie says that Carrie Morgan, her friend, saw her with a fat lip. Let me not put words in here. A fat lip. She wasn't ready to speak out. They called the police. The police left. Okay. They didn't do anything. Just like the security guard, guys. Like the security guy, Israel, whatever his name is, from Intercontinental. No, now the police is involved and they didn't do anything when this happened. Okay. But she wasn't ready to speak. And she acknowledges this here in this conversation. Okay. She said, I wasn't ready. Did Sean try to come to your apartment? This is what the government asked. Yes, he was banging. That was pretty normal for him. But this, a pretty private building. This is what Cassie said. Did you hear from Miss Coram that day? Yes. And I went to see D-Rock and his wife to try to feel safe. Christina Coram called her. Christina Coram knew all this ish was going on. Christina Coram, the right-hand woman of Diddy, knew what the hell was going on the whole time. Okay? Let's keep going. So for Christina Coram to be like, I didn't know and I would never, and I reject and I object, I don't stand by on no. The statement that she made to Rolling Stones, just saying, is bullshit. Because the lady knew what the hell was up. She knew what the get down was the get down. She knew. Let's keep going. Government says, in this photo, what are you wearing? A gown. and sunglasses. I had a black eye. What if any other bruising was visible? I had several bruises on my leg, but I changed clothes. What's this? Me and Sean at the after party. This is what she says. I'm going to show you escorts. Do you know the name of this person? No. In what cities did you see him? New York. Who's this? Islander. He was a Latin man. Give me 1 sec, guys. 1 second. He says, Islander. He was a Latin man. We used him in LA and maybe in Vegas. Who's this? A 2A dash 26, excuse me, 2A dash 616. Cassie responds, we call him Tommy. Who is this? Cassie responds, I know him as Greg, an escort in Miami. Government then asks, who's this? Jonathan. We saw him in Miami. Jonathan? Jonathan? From Miami? Who's that, guys? Who's Jonathan from Miami? Put the last name in the chat. Who just recently did an interview with News Nation that I have yet to see? Oh my, could this be the same one? I mean, there's a lot of Jonathans from Miami because he shot up the hotel. Oh my God. My God. Okay. Oh, all right. Government asks, who's this? Red baseball cap backwards. Cassie says, I don't know. He looks familiar from the freak offs. Imagine having so many freak offs that you don't even know who these people are anymore in photos. Like, guys, imagine that. Government then asks, what did you write here? Cassie responds, this is all we do. I'm just getting back on track. I'm sure you can call Kim or something. This is what Cassie said. So the government shows her something and asked her, what did you write here? This is all we do. I'm just getting back on track. I'm sure you can call Kim or something. Kim or something. What did you mean by this is all we do? Cassie responds, freak offs. Okay. Did you try to avoid anything in the freak offs? Cassie responds, I tried to avoid kissing. It seems too intimate, but Sean told me to do it, to kiss the escorts. Oh my God. Oh, this guy. Government asks, what did Sean ask you to do on your 29th birthday? A freak off. He had me pull out of the blind dragon for the freak off. Some security. Blind dragon, I believe, isn't that ecstasy? Let me know in the chat. But she says he had me pull out off the blind dragon for the freak off. Some security. What about blackmail material? He wanted me to fear. Defense gets up and says, objection. Judge says, overrule. Government then asks, when would Sean mention the freak off video? To hurt me. This is what Cassie responded, to hurt me. One time I was dating someone else and he threatened to release the freak off videos. I'd have to answer to my mother. It's horrible and disgusting, and no one should do that to anyone. This is Cassie's statement. Let me repeat for the people in the back. One time I was dating somebody. Now listen, this is the crazy part. Cassie being young, 17 years difference, okay? Diddy can have whoever the hell he wanted to. He was okay. He didn't want to be monogamous, right? But the minute that she started looking outside, Diddy felt some type of way. So then he would use those freak off tapes to basically blackmail her and have her stay here in that horrible situation. One time I was dating someone else and he threatened to release the freak off videos. I'd have to answer to my mother. It's horrible and disgusting. No one should do that to anyone. The government then asks, what did Sean say the impact would be? Shame. Let me show you a chat. This is what the government is asking. Let me show you a chat. Let me tell you. This is a chat, okay? Probably evidence. Who's on it? Cassie responds, me and Sean, July 22nd, 2013. Read your message. Cassie reads, I wrote, please delete the videos off your phone. Too many people have access to your devices. He said, no iCloud. All good. Ambient kicking in. Okay. So she's reading the message, and Cassie's telling Sean in this message, please delete the videos off your phone. Too many people have access to your devices. Sean responds, no iCloud. All good. Ambient kicking in. So he was taking ambient. Okay. 46 minutes. This is what it says. Government says sidebar. Judge says yes. Okay. So they go on a sidebar, which is, I guess, a little bit of a break, a little bit. Oh my God, Franny Law, thank you so much for the $10, my love. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Franny. I appreciate it. Shout out to Franny Law. 11:10 a.m. Judge has taken a break to change some things in the courtroom. Okay. So what Inner City Press is writing. During the break, Combs sits at defense table, his lawyer, Xavier Donaldson, leaning down to speak with him. Okay, the government. There's still some issues with privacy screens, so we'll put that off and do something else now. Judge responds, okay, welcome back, Miss Ventura. Bring in the jury. The jury enters. Of course, everybody rises, and here we go. So then government starts. I offer more exhibits. Okay, we're getting up to date here. Government then says, what did you say here? Cassie responds, I'd been told there was a sexually explicit video out there about me. I reached out to Sean. Then what? Government asked. Cassie says, we were driving back to New York City from Atlantic City to talk to this DJ. Woo Kid? It says Woo Kid. I'm sure somebody in the internet will find the name. Says, to talk to this DJ, Woo Kid. Government asks, did that happen? Cassie responds, at a restaurant. What was security role? Cassie responds, to intimidate. They were lining in the room. Government then asks, who was there? Uncle Polly and James Cruz. That's what Cassie said. Uncle Polly and James Cruz. How would you recover from a freak off? This is what the government asked. I take opioids. I take opioids. I wanted to feel numb. We'd get massages, IV fluids. The chef would cook us something. Government asks, how often did you take opioids after freak offs? Often. I got urinary tract infections. Oh my God. Those are so, what? So she would get like UTIs after freak offs. Okay. Keep that in mind. All right. Government then asked, were the UTIs painful? Cassie responded, very. Antibacterial didn't work anymore. Government asked, how did you feel during the freak offs? Cassie responds, burning. I would not advise it. Government then asks, let's read this out loud, or basically says, let's read this out loud. Cassie says, I'll have all these sores on my tongue. I have another UTI. Government asks, what sores? Friction in my mouth. From what? Government asks. Oral sex. You said another UTI. Then sad face emoji. So there's these text messages between her and Sean. And she's telling Sean, like, I'm getting these UTIs. UTI, sad face emoji. You would think that would be enough to be like, you know what, we probably should stop this right now because this is not okay and we need to stop, you know? But no, I don't think that even did anything, but let's keep going, okay? I know, right? Jim, it's like, oh my God, I know. Let's keep going, okay? You sent another UTI, then sad face emoji. I was open with him about them. So you feel sick? Government asked. So you feel sick. Excuse me. It's a text message that she's reading. So you feel sick? Ventura then reads, why are you sorry? I took the blame for things. So they're reading messages. I was open with him about the UTIs. Government reads a message. So you feel sick. And this is a message essentially that Sean is sending to Give me 1 sec, guys. Ooh, sorry about that. Hey Chico. Guys, shout out to my mods. Guys, drop some hearts for my beautiful, wonderful mods that have been helping out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All my mods that are coming in, thank you guys. Okay, so let's stop right here. So the government is reading these messages between the government and Cassie, right? And government reads a message that Sean sent Cassie. So they're talking about UTIs, right? Government asks, so you feel sick? Because this is what the message said that Sean sent Cassie. Then Cassie responds, why are you sorry? Then she says, I took the blame for things. Okay. Now that was 3 minutes ago. Here we go, 2 minutes. We're actually doing pretty good now. We've caught up for the most part. Government then asks, which escort would go to sex clubs with you and Sean? Jules. The escort from the Intercontinental in LA? Yes. Did you want to have sex with Jules ever? No. And then she laughs. But I knew him. Why did you do it? Sean. Okay. Sean, that's what she says. Now hold up. Let me see how everybody's doing. Well, I think we're caught up so far. Now, I want to go to the CNN live updates as we're waiting for, hey, Professor Concon, how are you? Let's see. As we are reviewing this, we're also going to review the CNN updates that are being provided. We also have the Washington Post and People as well. But let me make sure that everything Cassie speaks. Here we go. So they got 6 new updates. By the way, they have finally released it's 15 minutes of a footage of the elevator, the elevator incident. There's 15 minutes of a footage. They finally released it to the public, actually. So we're going to get into that. But this is what we have so far that CNN is saying. Combs threatened to release videos of freak-offs when he was angry. Ventura testifies. Cassie Ventura testifies that Sean Combs frequently threatened to release. Give me 1 sec, y'all. Frequently threatened to release videos of her freak-offs when he would get mad. He threatened her with release of the videos, usually when he was angry about something or just wanted to be feared. One time it was over dating another man, she said, when Combs threatened to put out 2 embarrassing videos. And she was worried. She's worried that her mom was going to see these videos and everything. Like, that's a real worry. Thank you so much, the Doug. Not an easy read at all. No, it's not. But I think Cassie's doing amazing. And I hope that her lawyers are, it sounds like she's got Douglas Wigdor sounds like somebody who's really there supporting her. He's been there sitting on those wooden pews trying to be there to be a support. There's motions that have been filed about this. So there's different things that are happening, guys. Different things that are happening in the back scenes that is not directly playing out in court. Okay? Hold up. Now, Washington Post says the government has asked Cassie how she and Sean used to recover from freak-offs. The IV fluids, the massages, and meal prep by chef. So you know how we would watch those videos? I don't know, maybe I'll speak for myself because I would watch that video of, and we have it, of Diddy and Janice Combs recovering with IV fluids. Like even Janice Combs was with the ish, if you know what I mean. Janice Combs was out there doing the little freak off stuff and recovering. Janice Combs, let's see. And Diddy IV. That is a video that's out there. And they thought they had music. They they had all kinds of things going on. I mean, the lady was with the ish too. This is why I'm like, I'm not believing the role that she's playing now about this concerned mother. No, you're just concerned that your son is caught up in this. That's what I have to say about that. That's what I have to say. And the duck, thank you. Not an easy read. Thank you so much, the duck. Shout out to you. Speak on our behave who haven't due to essay. What do you mean, Laura? Maybe write that a little bit different so I understand what you mean. Welcome everybody. Yes, Nelly Poo, thank you. Good morning. Good morning, guys. Hit that like button, please, and thank you. We are up to date on the Inner City Press, but let's read. I think we have another update. Hold up. Hold up. Yep, we do. Is this it? Nope. So yeah, people are reacting because Cassie, I guess, laughed. She had like a little nervous laughter, which I don't blame her. I probably would be, like, because it's like, how do you deal with stuff? The questions that you're being asked, the way that you're being asked them. I mean, this is all kind of like you don't know what to expect sometimes. Was that a nervous laugh or an inappropriate laugh? Lawyered up asked. So when the government asked, "Did you ever want to have sex with Jules ever?" She says no and then laughs, but I knew him. She didn't want to. Like she's like, I was watching a little bit of Armand Wiggins yesterday, and his breaking of this was interesting in the sense of like what he saw, how he saw, and everything. I definitely we have to play a couple clips from him because it was really good. Hold on. He said, I pray amen in Jesus Cassie will fly through this. They're going to cross her today. I mean, I'm assuming if they get finished. You've seen that video too when they're recovering with the IV fluids, Janice and I'm trying to see if I can find it, unless they've taken it out. Janice, Diddy, IV, let's see, FO. I don't want to say freak off because then there's a short out there of Janice and Diddy, Janice Combs and Diddy like doing the fluid. It was so weird. And she's laying in the table too, like it's nothing. Like it's nothing. Is she due tomorrow? I don't know if she is, Franny. A lot of people have been saying that, but do you think they would have really brought her in the court if she was due tomorrow? Like, I think that would have been like horrible. You know what I mean? Hey, chatters, thank you so much for telling the people to hit the like button, please. And thank you, guys. Now that I have everybody here, I want to tell you guys that we were able to get the official court transcripts for the first day of opening statements of this trial. They were not cheap. So we have to talk a little bit about, we might be able to get them for other days too. So we have to figure that out. But we got a really, really good deal. I'm still trying to sort out the details, but we might, if we want to go knee deep into what was said opening statements and what was being asked. And I mean, court transcripts. I'm not talking about, we're getting it from a court reporter that's their sole job to get word for word. We need to get into that. I haven't found out the amount yet, but let me tell you, those court transcripts are not cheap. Okay. But we got a really good deal because one of my friends was able to do things. Okay. Hold on. I'm getting more information. Yes, stuff that is blocked, we will be able to see some stuff. Yes, unless they get off the record. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, Armand Wiggins did a phenomenal job. Let me just say that, breaking that. Like yesterday, I had to watch this. Oh my god, because it's one thing to be like here reading this and reviewing the updates from CNN. It's a different thing to actually be in the courtroom. Okay, it's different to actually be there. Okay. Okay. Here we go. We have an update. So when Cassie laughs, she says, but I knew him. Why did you do it? Sean, okay? Government asks, who was present when Sean put his hands on you at freak offs? Cassie responds, sometimes the escort was there too. In the same room? Yes, Jules. Government asks, in the suites? Yes. Were they aware? Objection. Defense is saying objection. Judge says overrule. Okay, sit down. Overrule. Okay, so Cassie responds, yes. Let me go back a little bit. Who was present when Sean put his hands on you at freakouts? I'm pretty sure you meant to say freak offs, not freakouts. Sometimes the escort was there. In the same room? Yes. Jules. In the suite? Yes. Were they aware? That's where objection. That gets overruled. Cassie answers yes, they were aware. Now, let me go to the updates from CNN. Ventura says Combs would push her to go to the sex clubs, even though they made her uncomfortable. Cassie testified that she and Sean Diddy Combs would go to sex clubs where she would have sex with Combs or an escort. Ventura said that she didn't want to have sex with escorts, but Combs would request it. Ventura testified that she told Combs she didn't like sex clubs and that they made her feel uncomfortable. He'd usually just like keep pushing, or just try to convince me that it'd be a fun thing to do, but we wouldn't go for long. That's what she said. She said that she would often drink alcohol or do drugs before they got there. Like she was trying to numb and not feel what was presently happening, what she was watching, and I don't blame her. She didn't want to feel it. Okay, we have an update. The escorts, what Cassie says, the escorts would ask me if I was okay afterwards. Government asks, what city did he put his hands on you? New York, LA, Miami. How frequently? Too frequently. What's the Abbey? A gay club in LA. I went there with my friend. Oh, okay. Whoo, wee. This is crazy. It's crazy, man. You think it would be safer than a hotel? Oh my gosh. I see you, Melinda. I said, I see you guys. I'm going to keep commenting and nobody talking back. Hope you guys have a great day. Melinda, I see you. But there's a lot of people in the chat. So, everybody's kind of everywhere. But I see you. It's, what's the word? Best club back in the day. I mean, it's all good if everybody's consenting. There's nothing wrong. Like I said, like if you're living and it sounds like it's like a more of a, swingers are consenting adults. This, my friends, is not that. It doesn't sound like she was, and I mean 100% of the time, not sometimes, 100% of the time. Okay, it doesn't sound like this was a thing, if you know what I mean. Okay, where were you going? Ventura answers, to a music festival in Canada run by Drake. Sean came to my home and tried to attack me. I was thrown into a bed frame. What's this? Cassie responds, a photo of my eye afterward. Who took you to the doctor? D-Rock. So all of those bumps and bruises that Cassie was getting, because, Diddy said, I was in a dark place. I didn't know who I was. Those were some dark, dark times. I feel like that needs to be like the thing that needs to be put out there. You know what I mean? That's how I see it. That's what I was thinking, that the club might have a consensual ruling. Something, right? Absolutely. Okay. Thank you. Is there a way an AS trafficking phone number can be put to help anyone watching who's struggling in silence? I saw another channel do that and I thought it was a good idea. I could do it. The only thing is that I'll have to figure out what number and how they put it so that it doesn't trigger something on YouTube, if that makes sense, Yanni. But I'll look into it after this live stream. I think it's a good idea. You said unpopular opinion, but if you're truly into things like FOs, maybe you've got some trauma or other mental health issues to address. See, I don't know, because I feel like the thing with that is that there are people, like I said, we're not kink shaming, right? That's not what this is about. But there are people out there that are into that, and it's not always about trauma. It's just things that people like to do. I don't like to tell people what to do in your bedrooms. It's none of my business. But as long as there's no children and there's consenting adults, like nobody gives it, But I think that there is something has been said about that, and people do have strong opinions about that as well. But you guys got to remember, I mean, Cassie, yes, she was of consenting age. You know what I mean? She was of a consenting age, but it doesn't make her like, takes us a while to grow up. Thank you. I see you. I see you guys in the chat. I see y'all. Guys, I can't stop in every comment. I do see you though, I promise. Jamila, I see you. And I did say Jamila earlier. I've seen several dark places and never abused anyone. So yeah, there's that. Absolutely. I think when young and looking for fame, you get in situations you may have numbed yourself to continue once, if you know what I mean. Absolutely. Okay, let me see if I got an update. Nothing. Let's see. Don't care about the sex. It's the control and the non-consent. Absolutely. Or the blackmail part, if you know what I mean. If there's blackmail, people holding things over your head, you shouldn't be having no FO videos. She's telling you to delete them. Why did you have them in the first place if it wasn't for you to do something nefarious? And it's not like Diddy didn't have the opportunity to do that. He had the opportunity to like release things if he wanted to, right? It's not that he couldn't. He had the opportunity to do it. Okay, let's see if we have an update. All right, 5 seconds ago. Did you send this photo to Sean? Yes, and I wrote it. Excuse me, yes, and I wrote. So you can remember, I wanted him to be sorry about it at least. In this photo, where were you? In a green room in Toronto. I put my hair over my eye. Then we went to the Hamptons. Okay, let's stop right here. So she talked about where were you going to a music festival in Canada run by Drake. So there was a music festival in Canada, Drake. Sean came to my home and tried to attack me. I was thrown into the bed frame. What's this? A photo of my eye afterwards. Who took you to the doctor? D-Rock. Whoever this D-Rock is. Oh, yeah, we talked about him yesterday. He was like a bodyguard or something and worked for Diddy. These freaking bodyguards and did nothing. Did you send this photo to Sean? Yes, and I wrote. So you can remember I wanted him to be sorry about it. So she tried to kind of like shame him for his behavior, which is very typical of a situation like sometimes you're hoping that in the shaming people will change. And that's just how it is. Like you hope that, and I'm gonna say this because I really do think that she loved this man. Um, I think Cassie loved this man. I'm gonna say that because of the different things that I have heard so far. And so she endured all this. Um, she felt like maybe this was the way to kind of keep him, or this was normal, or if she stayed a little longer, or if he saw what he did to her, that he would change. Okay. So she says, so you can remember I wanted him to be sorry about it at least. Okay. In this photo, where were you? In the green room in Toronto. I put my hair over my eye and then went home to and then we went home to the Hamptons. I wonder if she got to meet Drake. That's what I thought too. D-Rock was BF Biggie Small's best friend. Yeah, that's what I gotta say. That's what I gotta say. What do you guys think? She was young and vulnerable. You know what I mean? And people will argue on that. In my opinion, you're young. You're young. Sometimes you don't even have the right people in your circle to help you out. Clearly, I mean, but people around her knew what the hell was going on. They knew. Christina Quorum knew. She's a woman. She didn't think, well, maybe I need to help this young woman out who doesn't know what the hell's going on. You know? Like things like that. It's just, yeah, that's what I got to say. I'm listening and driving, but I made sure to hit the like button. Thank you, Cooch. Shout out to you. To be with him, you have to go along and then fight to get out. Absolutely. You said when the government brings home Andrew Tate and sets him free, you have to side eye their trafficking hotline. Ooh, that's a good point. That's a good point. My goodness. Hold up. Let's see. Do we have an update? And we also have CNN updates too that we can read. Okay. It further says, I put my hair up over my eye and then we went to the Hamptons. Sean wanted to have a freak off in the Hamptons. We got a hotel and an escort. Oh my God. Again? Government then responds, which one? Dave. I took GHB and I went into a G hole and blacked out. I woke up nude in the shower. Dave and Sean were freaking out. I bugged out. It wasn't pretty. Oh my God. Hold up. Wait. Okay, there's another update. But Sean wanted to have a freak off in the Hamptons. We got a hotel and an escort. Which one? Dave, I took GHB. I went into a G hole and blacked out. I woke up nude in the shower. Dave and Sean were freaking out. I bugged out. It wasn't pretty. Government asked, then what? I spoke to a friend of Sean's, and then we had a freak off. What's this? My eyebrow healed up a little bit a week later. I have a permanent scar on my eyebrow. What's this? It's me and the Canes Festival. Oh my God. So it's like freak off after freak off. So when she says that it almost felt like this was a job. Now hold up. They're not like this is what it felt like. She had to subject herself to these kinds of things. She had to do these kinds of things, even though she didn't want to. You know what I mean? Oh my God. Is this Miss Faye? Miss Faye, y'all drop some. Can I just say something, Miss Faye? You are always watching my replays. Your comments are like freaking amazing with the timestamp. And I'm like, thank you. Thank you, Miss Faye, for this $49.99. Hi, Rabbit here for a minute to support. In my opinion, Janice cares for herself. Her name and kids is on a lot of his businesses and homes. Guilty by association. Hope they ask about other FOs, people like friends or family. Hit the like. Thank you so much, Miss Faye. I was like, I was thinking about you today. I said, I hope Miss Faye comes in. I don't know why. I'm so happy that you're here though. Shout out to you. I'm happy that you're here. Because this you just really like I saw your comment earlier on my video too. And I was like, oh, I gotta write a note about that. Shout out to Miss Faye, man. Miss Faye is amazing, y'all. Y'all, I love Miss Faye. She's every video, she's always there. I love it. I love it. Shout out to her. Sorry, that made my day. Like you really made me laugh and smile, and I'm just happy to see you in my chat. Okay. Let me stop. So Ventura says, me at the Canes Festival. Okay. Government asks, what happened at Canes? Sean accused me of taking drugs from his boat. He threw me off, but my passport was still on the boat. He threw her off the boat? And you were on the red carpet that same night? Yes. Did you attend the movie? Yes. Hold up. Back up. This is coming to me. It's a lawsuit. I can't remember which one exactly, but there was one lawsuit of a young woman who was traveling on Sean Diddy Combs' private plane. Christina Korm is also in this lawsuit, by the way, just so people are aware, also on this lawsuit. And they violated this woman and left her in a different country. They didn't even leave her passport with her. They left her stranded with no documentations for her to travel. This, my friends, sounds very similar to the things that Sean Diddy Combs would do. Just say it. I wouldn't put it above him. I'm sorry, past him. No, not at all. And you were on the red carpet that same night? Yes. Did you attend the movie? Yes. So she gets kicked off this boat. Her passport is in this boat. And then she still went to a premiere? Yeah. Remember Dazzler Kane? It was like they had this was a separate case. It's a civil case. They had there was like she was violated and he didn't give a shit. The assistant allegedly knew. She didn't give a shit. They didn't go back to get the girl. They left her there. Straight, I think it was like in Scotland or something. Horrible situation. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Okay. It further reads, government says, how did you get back to New York? Ventura responds, on a commercial flight. I traded my seat to get away, but he traded to get next to me. What did he show you? Freak off videos. He played them for me on one of his laptops. He said he'd release them. Oh, I gotta block this dumbass. I see him in every comment. Like, let's just block him. Can you just go away? Like, you're always in every comment. Saying some stupid ish. How did you get back to New York? On a commercial flight. I traded my seat to get away, but he traded to get next to me. So he got next to her so that he could show her videos that he had about her to basically threaten her. Well, what did he? I'm gonna need that clip where he says, I was really fucked up. I was in a dark place. Okay. What did he show you? Freak off videos. He played them for me on his laptop. He said he'd release them. So she had to stay sitting next to him for hours upon hours on this flight. Mandy, thank you so much for this. I'm holding everyone who has to go through DV in my thoughts. It's not fun. It's hard to leave those situations. Absolutely, Mandy. Thank you so much for the $5. I appreciate it. Let me put a little heart. Thank you, Mandy. And please note, log off because some of this stuff gets a little too harsh. I'm telling you, I need the voice note. Let me put that in here. We're gonna have to, because that's how we're gonna make fun of Diddy. I was in a really dark place, man. I couldn't do it. I was in a dark place. I was really fucked up. Meanwhile, his pupils are like crazy. Okay. I was in a dark place. Diddy says I was in a dark place. That's what he said. It was like his apology stupid video. Hold up. Now let me see if we have an update yet. No. Not yet. Let's see what CNN has to say. 3 minutes ago, Ventura describes an altercation with Combs that left her with a permanent scar on her eyebrow. Cassie Ventura is now testifying about a time in August of 2013 when she was sleeping in her apartment after going out with some friends. She says she woke up to a commotion with Sean Combs in her apartment yelling at her about her being asleep and not packing up for an upcoming trip. Two of her friends jumped on Combs' back because he was trying to attack me. Eventually, we ended up on the living room into the master bedroom, and then they were still jumping on his back. And when he threw me down, I hurt my eyebrow on the corner of the bed. She testified, adding that she had a pretty significant gash on the side of her eyebrow. And this is where it said that she had a scar. She can't heal. Okay. One of the Combs security guards took Ventura to a plastic surgeon that day to suture injury. Ventura testified. She sent an image of her injury to Combs later that day and said, so you can remember. I didn't want him to forget what he did, she testified, saying that the very least, I just wanted him to be sorry about it. The jury saw a photo of Ventura and rapper French Montana at a festival shortly after the incident. French Montana, your ass too. Okay. You're wanting to be a rapper for it. I'm sorry. French Montana is trash too. Okay. You heard me, the French Montana fans. Okay. The jury saw a photo of Ventura and rapper French Montana at a festival shortly after the incident. She says she testified that she styled her hair over her wound so it would not be visible. There's pictures of this. Ventura, pointing to her eyebrow on the witness stand, said that she had a permanent scar from the 2013 injury. I covered that with makeup. Okay, see if we have an update yet. Here it is. Okay. Oh man, I'm already scared to read this because of the comments. I'm scared, man. All right, hold up. How do you feel? Let me go back a little bit. So he sat next to her on the plane. freak off videos. He played them for me on his laptop. He said he'd release them. Government asks, how do you feel? How did you feel? She answers, trapped. When you land in New York, what did you do? We went to dinner. Then he started to have a freak off. So we had a freak off. Why did you do it? To make him not threaten me. So now it got to a point where, like, if she didn't have the freak offs, she would feel threatened. Like, she had to do it. She was in this situation where it's like, well, I have to. He's playing these videos while we're on this plane together, basically threatening to release these videos. I have to figure it out. I'm gonna play that voice note. I'm not joking, especially when we're making fun of his asshole. Sorry, y'all. I'm mad because I think that some people think that, like, this is not a game or a joke. You know what I mean? And so it's a hard read, and I have to kind of lighten it up a little bit with humor, and that's just my thought. And she was trapped. Ahmad, thank you so much for the 1999. Thank you, Ahmad. I appreciate you. Said thank you, Rabbit. No, I appreciate you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. You know what? Outlaw, that's a good question. Does anybody know if Young Miami is testifying? That's a good question, actually. I do want to know. That's a great question. All right. Let me I'm getting a message about the transcripts. Give me 1 second, guys. All right. So okay. Let me tell you guys what's going on. So my wonderful, beautiful, wonderful friend, if Ahmad can please drop a link for Danny Robertson's channel. She actually was able to get, a good portion of the documents for the first week. And I want to be able to use some of those documents as well. So just so people are aware, the documents total is about $1,312. Okay. So we are going to be, she said that if, as long as it's going to be $75 a day, and we're only doing this week. So we're only doing opening statements, $75 a day. Okay. So if people want those documents and we want to review them, it would be great for people to donate and support through the Cash App so that we can pay those documents to Danny Robertson. $375 is a little bit different than $1,312. Please note that they're constantly, to get the legal transcripts of the court, it is 200 to 300 pages a day. It's $1.40 per page. Okay. So for the people that, if we want to do the legal document, court transcripts and make it official to see exactly what is going on, not a journalist, a court reporter, which is a little bit different. You're getting straight the word of what is going on inside the courtroom. I'm going to need people to hit up the Cash App so that we can get maybe a day, 1 day, 2 day, $75 a day. Okay. Just for this week. Total is $375. That's what we're asking. All right. So I'm going to put, if Ahmad can drop the Cash App or the Venmo, I would appreciate that. Let me see if I think I have a little banner here. And again, that is for us to review it. This is my Cash App for those that want to support. You don't have to do the full amount. Maybe you could do 25. It is what it is. I did not. Danny Robertson. So we're going to buy them from Danny Robertson. So shout out to Danny Robertson. Y'all know that's my boo. And that's a deal. That's a deal, guys. That is a deal for court documents. Okay. They're not cheap. And every day it's being printed. So if anybody wants to support, that is the way to go. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. But let me know. And hold up. Let me make sure I get everything going here. So that is how you can support if you want us to read those documents. Thank you. Okay, let's get it together, guys. Yes, but we're not getting them every day. We're not. Yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you want to support Danny Robertson directly, this is her Cash App too. But please note, I did have a conversation with my friend. So for the whole week, for the first week of the trial, it's $375. Basically $75 a day. Okay. Just so people are aware. You could send me the money and then I can buy them directly so that we can read them on the channel. We could do it that way. Or you can just go directly to Danny Robertson if you just want the transcripts from her and work out a deal with her as well. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, thank you. But this is direct. Thank you. And by the way, like I said, these are not cheap. They're not cheap. All right. So people are aware. People are putting time and money for this as well. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you. I will save this. Just let me know if that Ellen, thank you. I'm gonna save that for the transcripts. My card is on lock, and we got something there. We'll keep working on it because we're not all the way there yet. All right, let's get it together, guys. Let's get it together. We have an update from 2 minutes ago. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. I appreciate it. And I put the link in there as well for people to hit it. All right, so they leave. Then he wanted to have a freak off, so we had a freak off. Why did you do it? To make him not threaten me. So they had the freak off, so it became like she was being threatened to have these freak offs at this point. Let's read these from June 13, 2013. Had Sean been violent? Had Sean been violent with you before this? Cassie responds, yes. Had you told him before you didn't want to do freak offs? Cassie responds, yes. Government then asks, you said you needed GHB. Cassie responds, yes. And that 2 escorts not available. There's some missing print there. So let me see what CNN is saying. Well, this was 37 seconds ago. And that 2 escorts not available. I wrote only Paul available or Jake, the white guy. So there's messages between them. And Cassie's sharing with us what she told Diddy. Like, there's 2 escorts that are not available. Only Paul available or Jake, the white guy. But he can't do until 11. The other guy can do early. It's just one more person knowing our secret. Government asks, what did you mean? Cassie responds, the freak offs. Government then asks, what is SLS? A hotel in Hollywood. What is SLS? A hotel in Hollywood. Does anybody in the area know what SLS is? Y'all heard of that hotel? Anybody from Cali? All right, let me see what CNN is saying. CNN is saying nothing yet. No updates on CNN. Let's see. Okay. 5 minutes ago asked, they don't have an update yet. People. Cassie claims Diddy pulled her away from her surprise birthday party for a freak off. Ventura testified that on her 29th birthday, she went to dinner with her friends that Combs threw for her, but she didn't think he would show up. She said she later went to karaoke, but that entire time he kept pulling me away from my friends. I eventually left. Ventura testified, I just wanted to celebrate my birthday, but we went and had a freak off instead. That is so sad. Jurors to be shown freak off videos. Jurors are going to be shown this video, which some people feel like the news organizations are putting in paperwork to have this freak off video shown. So keep that in mind. Jurors at Diddy's party, Sean Diddy Combs, jurors at Sean Diddy Combs will be shown a video from a freak off on Wednesday. The alleged S encounters are at the heart of the government's case against Combs and have the subject of much of Ventura's testimony. The video will not be shown to the media. Okay, so let me stop right here. Oh my God, can you imagine being a juror and having to watch the freak off videos? Ooh, look at this. The SLS, which stands for Style Luxury Services, a beautiful hotel chain. Vicky, it's in Cali? Wow, let me see. Style Luxury luxury service. California. Let's see. Hotel chain. Thank you, Vicky. Yeah, it's apparently it's like really, really nice. Is it located in California? It's like a chain of hotels that they have. Yeah. There's one in Beverly Hills. Worldwide. Thank you. All right. No update yet. Thank you. Thank you, Storm. Thank you. I appreciate it. By the way, Storm, thank you. I was able to get some snacks this morning. Thank you. We got some snacks this morning. And a bunch of other things. Thank you. Appreciate it. Don't they love that guy? Don't they love that guy? French Montana. Don't forget, French Montana had an issue with this, escorts too. There was a thing about Tasha K did an interview. I think we talked about this, but I want to say 3 years ago. It's been that long. And they came forward and they talked about French Montana. Yeah. So yeah, the French Montana is into different things and whatnot. But French Montana built this, career off of Diddy. So he doesn't speak ill of Diddy whatsoever. He can't. Nothing. Okay. Now we have an update. Let me see if I can make my smell a little bit smaller. Here we go. So, what is the SLS, a hotel in Hollywood? Government asks, when would you take Valium? Before a freak off? When I had anxiety, Sean's driver was bringing me the Valium. It was Raheem, I think. Oh, here's another name. D-Rock, Raheem. Raheem was a driver. Does that name sound familiar to people? Raheem, Diddy's driver. Let me see. Let me Google this real quick. Raheem, Diddy's driver. Raheem Goodwin, 23-year-old man. Yeah, it appears you might be looking for Raheem Goodwin, who was mistakenly referred to as Raheem Diddy. Raheem Goodwin is a 23-year-old man from Maine. Is this the same one? No, this is not the same one. So Raheem Goodwin did not have any connection to Diddy. This is a different person. But Raheem was a limo driver. Does anybody in the chat, does that name sound familiar? They're saying that he's the driver, or he was a driver at least, right? Yeah, he was just Sean's driver, was bringing me the Valium. It was Raheem, I think. Oh my God. So he did both, maybe. Hey, go Craig, how are you? French Montana dated, it was Chloe, right? I can't remember. Raheem doesn't ring a bell, but it sounds like it was Raheem who was a driver. Hey, Tinko Tits, how are you, my love? Good morning to all my beautiful, wonderful mods in the chat that are coming through. Shout out to you guys. He ought to know something. Well, shit, the drivers. You look at this. French Montana had a song with Liam Payne. Okay, let me side note while we're waiting to get some more information. I don't find it to be a coincidence. This is just my opinion. I don't find it to be a coincidence. You guys see that like Justin Bieber is like flipped out yesterday. He was doing like a really interesting live or something where he's like not doing too well. And then this Diddy trial is going. Justin Bieber's not doing too well. Y'all, did you guys see that? People are saying different things and whatnot. I just wonder how connected the fam is to the diddler. I don't know, y'all. Okay, let's see if we have an update. We're waiting for an update. Okay, here it is. Judge says, jurors, you can take a lunch now. Oh, we're on lunch? Okay. Miss Slavic, are there still disagreements on the exhibits? Slavic for the government responds, yes. The defense wants the exhibits to be longer and about masturbation. They want to cut it off at looking at my iPad. This is what the defense is saying. Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. And then we also have the new CNN video we have to talk about, okay? While everybody's at lunch. Give me 1 second. One second, guys. Sorry, y'all. Okay, let's do that. Britney Spears started flipping out when she got older too, says Passport Show. Well, Justin is not doing too good, but I want to talk about this CNN video while we're at it. Hold up. I know Sylvia, shout out to Sylvia who sent me the link. And this is through Facebook. Here it is. This was an hour ago. Okay, while everybody's at lunch. Now hold up. Let me see if Inner City Press, if we have any updates about what the issue is. Defense says they wanted to cut it off at looking at my iPad. Okay, there's a quote that's being said there. We'll wait. Did they stop talking? Because that was literally a couple minutes ago. Cassie beating video release unedited in the Diddy criminal trial. It is 15 minutes long. I don't know if I can show this. It is 15 minutes long and is unedited. I might have to watch it before I show it, just so I know what we're saying. Justin definitely is something else, man. Oh, and this is another one we got to pull. We got to pull it. Why don't we do that? And that way I can watch this one. Jonathan Nadi did an interview with Banfield too. Let's see. Jonathan Nadi interview. That's crazy. Banfield. Hold up. News Nation. This is so crazy. 9 hours ago. It's an 8-hour interview. Oh, we got to talk about it. Here it is. Okay, but let me just check the court. Double check the court. Jury's on lunch break. He didn't post that, but they're saying that, okay, so the jury's on lunch break. We'll wait to come back and see what they say. Let's move into this for now, okay? Guys, I have not watched this. We're going to react to this live.
So in May of 2018, a man named Jonathan Odie opened fire at Donald Trump's Miami golf course and was shot and arrested by police. Now, Odie said that he was in the middle of a bipolar episode. That's where it gets interesting. Later, while being questioned by Florida authorities, Odie brought up something totally unexpected. He claimed that he'd been a sex slave for Sean Diddy Combs and Cassie Ventura. This video is courtesy of Real World Media. Take a look.
I had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would masturbate and tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard lots of business. Because what they would do is Sean talks a lot on the phone and on the TV with people and stuff, and I was like a sex slave.
So at the time, Odie's story seemed too far-fetched to believe, but not anymore. And now, in an exclusive interview, Odie opens up to News Nation senior producer Allison Weiner about his claims, beginning with why he's agreed to talk now. Listen to this.
Oh, my God.
I felt bad because I got along well with her, and I think she's a decent person. And unfortunately, I had a suspicion that she was in a situation that she was in, but I wasn't sure. And now I understand what was going on in my life and what was happening. And him beating her up in the hotel shows me the type of individual he is, and confirms that everything that happened to me was true and correct and in line with his personality.
So he's speaking to us from a Miami jail now. Here is how Odie says it all began for him.
I was a male, chicken jail. a model chicken deal, you could say. And they called me for a show they called me an agency that I work for to do a show. And then I went and did a show, and things led to them offering me more money to perform sexual acts. And that's it. That's how I basically got started. I get dressed like a police officer, I do a show, I do a strip down, and then, they offer me some more money. They offer me some more money to do some extra stuff.
So Odie did get specific about the extra stuff that he says Diddy wanted from him. And these specifics were consistent with what he told law enforcement during the 2014 interrogation. Here is how he describes the atmosphere and how frequently it happened.
Candles, sensual atmosphere, lights off. He would sit in a corner in a sofa, watch and masturbate. And he'd say, he'd tell her, give her instructions what to do to me. Perform oral sex, rub baby oil. Then he'd tell me to rub baby oil, perform oral sex, and then have sex.
How many times did you have sex with Cassie?
Probably like 15 sessions.
And what did you get paid? How much?
It would be like 800 each time. Each act. But sometimes they'll call me twice. I'll leave, and then 3 hours later, they would call me, come back.
And so Odie claimed that the sessions were drug-fueled and that his concern for both Cassie and himself led him to get one of their sessions on video. Listen to what he says about that.
Oh my God.
Why did you decide to record or video?
Because after she passed out, I decided to record that. So in the event anything worse happened, like if she died, or anybody died, it will be on camera, it will be on video, what happened. So I wouldn't be responsible for any of that.
So you were beginning to worry about her doing drugs. I mean, like about her dying or him dying or somebody dying from the drugs, and that you would be held responsible. So you brought a video. You brought your phone?
No, I had a USB video memory stick done like spy shot, and I put it in the water on the table, in the living room table of the hotel I was upstairs. I just filmed it, and had everything described, and it had her threatening me, but he was telling her what to say. We had an argument. When I left, I knew they were paranoid. So I wanted to guarantee my safety. So I texted him and said, hey, if anything happens to me, I got evidence on being with you. At the settlement table, there was a lot of irregularities, okay? Mm-hmm. It was my first settlement. So they brought me in, and Diddy had a T-shirt with 2 men in ski masks pointing, making gun signs, okay? Mm-hmm. And it was black and white, and it had a red frame, okay? But that's the way he operates. He communicates, threatening you, like saying, I'm going to have you killed.
So Odie says to prevent the recording from going public, that's what he was just talking about, Diddy had him sign an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, in exchange for $5 million in hush money. This was in 2014. The Daily Mail ran a screenshot of what appears to be a signature page signed by Sean Combs and Odie. We have not been able to obtain the document or verify its contents or authenticity, nor have we been able to verify the existence of the video that you heard him talking about. Now, according to Daily Mail's report, the timing coincided with a spending spree by Odie of Florida real estate. And it also coincided.
Okay, let me stop right here. Don't forget, if you've been listening to the testimony earlier, Cassie said an escort named Jonathan from Miami. She said it.
With Odie's divorce. His ex-wife tells the Daily Mail that she found out about his windfall only after their split.
Basically, the day the incidents happened at Trump National Doral, I had to take medication, and I didn't. I'd be diagnosed bipolar, but I wasn't sure I was bipolar. And I had an episode, and basically, I've been taking medication every day. I've been stable. I had no issues in jail. I've done excellent behavior in jail. Yeah, I'm feeling ready to come out to society and be a productive member of society.
All right, so Odie remains locked up in a Florida jail, still awaiting trial on charges of attempted murder, armed burglary, aggravated assault, and armed grand theft. Regarding the sex slave claims, we've reached out to Sean Diddy Combs' team for comment and have yet to hear back. And thank you to Allison Weiner for that interview. We'll continue to investigate all of that.
Thank you for.
What do you guys think about Jonathan, Odie, one of the two? And please note that I do have the police report of when that happened, and apparently he even said it in there. He mentioned it. He said a lot of things. I guess it's up to people whether they believe him or not. I actually do believe Jonathan now, even more now that that name was mentioned by Cassie in this stand. Honestly, you said, to be honest, I think most people would join freak offs for $5 million. Well, so as long as that there is consensual. If it's consensual. What happened? He just said that they bought a lot of real estate. He did, and that's the spending spree that happened. The day, what's so interesting is that if you go back to that time frame, there was interviews that the neighbors had interviews after the shooting, right? And they were like, everything was fine. We don't know what something triggered Odie, and he said it was a bipolar episode. Maybe that's the case, but what led up to it? Because he was fine. That's what was being reported. Now, TMZ has released, this is the full 15 minutes of this video, guys, fully unedited. We're now seeing the full unedited 15-minute video of Sean Combs assaulting Cassie in a hotel hallway in 2016. And it reveals the full story, more than the CNN version showed, of what went down between the morning. The video was released Tuesday night after the second day of testimony, that was yesterday, of the S trafficking. All right, so I'm going to take this very, I'm going to play it, but I got to be careful because I got to stop it in certain areas because I can't play this whole thing. Who the hell is this guy right here? Is that Israel Flores, the one that works for LAPD? They got a whole picture of him right there. Okay. We've played it before, but it was not the full video. Hold up. Give me 1 second. Okay. We see this. I hate this video. I do. Cassie's not even wearing shoes. Just so people are aware, she doesn't even have shoes on, okay? She's got a bag. She doesn't have shoes on. It's being said that in that bag was his clothes. She's getting in what? Socks or one of those, shoes, something. She's getting something on your feet. Okay? Pay attention to that wall phone too. Hotel security. Okay, there he comes. I don't know if you guys can see the reflection of the mirror. There's a vase right there, okay? I freaking hate him. Let me stop right there. This just triggers me. So he's hitting her, dragging her, beating her. I'm going to go through it as quickly as I can. Okay, and then he's dragging her back into the room. She gets up. Look at her. Oh my God, her face. She gets the wall phone. Oh my God, this is scary. Remember, he was wearing colorful socks. Look at his socks. Wearing colorful socks. That's what Israel Flores, the man who's a witness, who was the security guard who recorded this video on the phone, that's what he said. Okay. He's got a little towel. He leaves. My God. Oh my God. Okay, let me stop right here. And you don't see them in the frame, but you see them because you can see the reflection in the mirror about what's happening, okay? Give me one sec, guys. Okay. He's assaulting her in that corner. You guys can't see it from here because now they're out of the frame. But he's assaulting her in that corner. He comes back. He's got something on his hand. He sits there and then he throws the vase at her. We saw that. Well, wait a minute. He threw the flowers. The vase fell on the floor. She gets on the phone. Okay? He walks away. That part is the part we didn't see. Okay? We didn't see this part. That's not in the video. I remember watching this video. He's still saying stuff to her. She's on the phone. Still saying stuff. They're still talking. She's upset. Oh my God. It's like he gets closer and it's like, get the fuck away. So he sits there. Never seen this part. Wait a minute. So the elevator did open at some point, okay? There she's right there. This is the other angle of the video. So here it starts all over again. She's not wearing socks, okay? She's not wearing anything on her feet. All right. So in the video that we saw, that was like not the long video, we saw him drag her, and then that's kind of where it ends, okay? You want me to go full screen? Let me go full screen. But I am gonna have to stop it, guys, because I just gotta stop it. I can't play this whole thing. Hold up. Let me make myself a lot smaller. There it is. And I'm gonna move this sticker right here out of the way. Okay, this is the full screen. So this is the other angle of the video. Oh shit. There he is. He's got colorful socks. Look at this. This is the hallway video. We don't get to see what's going on here. Except here. He's like dragging her. Okay, let me stop right here. Okay. Then he lets her go. We saw this part. He goes back and gets the bag, and then she gets up. That's when she walks to get the phone from the wall. Okay. It's all angles of the video. Yeah, you're right, Miss Faye. Do you see how muscular he is? He is grimy but muscular. She never had a chance. Yeah, he's muscular. I mean, he's not. I wouldn't necessarily say he's stocky. He's definitely muscular. Greg, where have you been? Oh my God, is that my love, Greg? Greg, I'm happy to see you. I hope you're doing well. I see you in the chat. So you're walking out with the bag. Lindell, okay, let me ask you a question. If she left, then how was the vase thrown at her? He threw it out of anger after she left. It's one thing to say, like, to ask the first question. It's another thing to conclude he threw it out of anger after she left. Well, she should have stayed there or what? Then she wouldn't have gotten the vase thrown at her? Lindell? Then that's like, I help me understand. If she stays there, then it would have been fine. She wouldn't have been hurt. Come on now, Lindell. I know you have children or young people. Are you going to tell them to stay there? Like, let me understand where you're coming from. If you're going to make a comment like that, at least put some substance to it so that people don't look at you sideways. Like, what are you saying? And by the way, this is like, if you have a difference of opinion, if you feel like, Cassie's in on it or whatever, that's fine. But what I'm asking you is to put some substance. Okay, look at. No, the report is that he threw a vase at her. Now, I will say this, even though Lindell, everybody in the chat is eating you up, I must say this. Lindell is right about that. If you look at the video, it looks like he attempted to throw something at her. It was the flowers. The vase dropped, but he threw something at her. So just watch and we can watch it together, okay? Okay. That's a good question. Vsop, where did the tape come from at the end of the day? Like, I know that one of them came from this security guard and he was sitting on it for many years. But where was where did it all come from? Okay, there's more to this. He's still talking to her. Okay. She's on the phone. This is when she's on that wall phone. We're going to look back on that vase part, okay? You think, Brooke, it came straight from Diddy's camp? That's right. It's Carol Mary. I agree. Nobody would want that. I don't want that. I'm like, okay. Hey, Unalive Monroe, how are you, my love? He's daring her. Okay, there. So, okay. Ooh, hold up. This is when security came through. Y'all see that? Let me see this. That's the security guy. He's looking at the vase. He's more worried about the damn broken vase. Well, that's going to be docked on your thing. Okay. This is a longer version of this. Okay, there's Diddy. He's walking with Diddy. They're talking. Does he have the whole floor reserved for him? Security is a huge guy, right? So there's no other people around or anything. Because he reserved the entire floor. You know what? The security guy is just as slimy to me. I'm sorry. I'm not a fan of the security guy. I'm not. Maybe I'm just a little jaded from the testimony. Yeah, this isn't the security guard's video. This is somebody else's video. That I do agree with. Whose video is this? This can't be the security guard's video. Noise does travel. Okay, she's coming back. I'm assuming here she's saying she just wants her stuff and she wants to leave, right? Right, but I mean, we don't know that, Petty, because we're not there and there's no sound. You know what I mean? That's what it is. It's like multiple camera hotel rooms. Okay. Who the hell is this guy? See, who is this guy? I didn't expect to see this guy there. So is that like another witness? On TMZ videos, it said Department of Justice. The janitor was there? Ain't this interesting? So the housekeeper was there too. Well, who took the money? So she gets her stuff. And remember, they called the 7 feet tall driver. Security is not walking out with her. Security is not even with her. He's over there with Diddy. Okay, here's security. Y'all, security's about to get trolled. People are going to look at. He's now an LAPD officer for those that are wanting to know. Yeah, it looks like he just let her leave. You're supposed to be with her. She's the victim. He didn't call anything. He didn't give an AF. And he goes, I cannot. I refuse. I'm getting hot and sweaty on my robe now. This is okay. And this man is still in a fucking towel. Diddy's still in a towel. You said, but how do we know for sure he saw it? I don't know, Chico. That's a good point. He saw what though? He literally is still in a towel. He's unbothered. He's like, I own this whole floor. He's still in a towel. He's got no qualms or anything. You're right, Vicky. I have to remember that. You're right. Remember, his fiduciary duties and moral duties are two different things. You're absolutely right. Oh my God, there's more cleaning people. That's true. We can't vilify a custodian. You're right. There's still more cleaning people on the floor. They probably didn't know. Guys, like, and I mean, he's telling him what he heard. Well, who's he talking to? Who's the custodian guy talking to? Security or Diddy? Oh, it's a good point, Gladys. Keep the main thing the main thing. The security officer is not the issue. He helped her to this is another angle. Hold up. This is another angle. But this is a good point. Gladys says, keep the main thing the main thing. The security officer is not the issue. He helped her to obtain her items and then leave. His role is to de-escalate. That is if that, Gladys, but I agree to a certain degree. Okay. Oh, I hate this shit. Hold up, y'all. I cannot. Luckily, the camera's not there, but he was dragging her, okay? Sylvia says the security called the housekeeper to clean up the vase rabbit. That's why they went out there. So he gets, this is a different angle. This video is a lot longer than the CNN footage. So then here's the question. Who gave the CNN footage? Who gave the video to CNN? Does anybody know? Okay, and to be clear, guys, he's not being like, this is just a video. Diddy's not really being convicted of this situation, or at least charged of this situation. We're just watching it, of course, and we're having like a normal human reaction to everything that we're seeing, okay? I agree with you on that, Vicky. We don't know what we would have done. Okay, here's the security guy. Okay. Okay, there's Cassie. She's just trying to get her stuff. Yeah, nobody, I don't know how I would react to this other than just to call the police. If I'm just there and I'm in the room next door, that's what I would do. It is painful to watch. Whew. Damn, that damn TMZ. That thing was loud. Hold up. Hold up, man. That scared me. I was watching this so intently. Give me a second, guys. I want to see something real quick. There's no sound to this. Hold up. Yeah, my nerves are a little bit shocked. I want to go to the vase part. I want to make a point here. Okay, I'm going to try to speed this up right here. Okay. When he comes back, okay, this is before the vase. I'm going to need, okay, there's the vase right there. He goes there. Okay, he comes back. She's on the wall phone. Okay. Okay, there you go. He grabs the vase. The vase drops and the flowers. He basically throws the flowers at her. So he doesn't throw the vase at her. Now, whether that was his intention or, first of all, let me just say this. I don't even think I can get in the mind of this man, and I don't plan to at all. Okay. But he did throw something to her, whether it's flowers or vase or whatever it was, he still threw something at her. Okay. That's it. That's all. There's nothing to it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Mars says, catching up at 1.5 speed, but oh boy, this is hard. I don't know how Cassie's doing it while she's pregnant. She's having to watch this. Yeah, he threw something at her. Thank you, Mar, for the $4.99. I appreciate it. He threw something at her. That he did. Yeah, and not once did he goes back in there and says, I'm gonna get my pants on or my shorts on. He's still walking around with the towel, you know? And I mean, what if there wasn't a phone there? That's what I have to, like, what if there wasn't a phone there? What would happen? You said, where is it? Where is she at the video when he threw something at her? She's on the wall phone in the corner. You can't see her, but he directed a throw at her. Now, unless he was just throwing it to the wall, Lindell, I mean, let me know. All right, what do you see that we don't see? I mean, let me see. I mean, hold up. Let's see. Give me 1 second. This is can y'all hear me? Let me know. Drop a 1 in the chat if you could still hear me, because I removed myself from the screen. Let me know. We could play that part one more time. Okay, it's on full screen. Drop a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear me, please, and thank you. That way I know you guys can hear me. Okay, thank you. Tamara dropped a 2, but I'll take that as a number. Okay. Okay, so this is before. This is him. Okay. And I don't know, like he's dragging her. He got her from the back. That's assault, my friend. She's right there. She's right there. What are you seeing or what are you not seeing that we don't see? Hold up. He sits down. Now he has her phone, or I'm thinking it's a phone. Okay. Yeah, in colorful socks. He threw the vase at her. Did he throw it already? He did. Hold up. Let me go back. I missed that part. There it is. The vase is right there. Look at this. Maybe we need to slow it down. We could. No, it doesn't even allow me that. I'm going to need to download this video. Hold up. Okay. He picks up the vase to throw it, and the flowers, and the vase drops. The flowers get thrown at her. Okay. I don't even think, I think the vase just dropped. Thank you, Miyu. Thank you. Thank you. This part right here. Did we forget this part over here? I mean, I'm sorry. I guess, I guess I'd have to stay there in the room. I mean, sure, I wanted to leave. This part right here. Maybe this part. Oh, wait. Well, when he kicked her right there. Right there. Oh, right there. Oh, we're forgetting this part right here. We're forgetting this part right here. Come the hell on, man. Don't do that. Don't be saying, oh, well, she did. We're not seeing everything. You see this right here? Come on. Come on. You got to be trolling me if you're saying you don't see. He grabbed her clothes. Okay. Doesn't it fucking take the clothes and then go? Take the bag and then go. You don't have to stay there. I cannot, man. I cannot. Listen. I'm going to say this one more time. You're entitled to your opinion. And I don't know if you're just trolling and just trying to say the opposite part, which is fine if that's what your opinion is. But I'm going to say this. If you're going to say some shit, please say it without victim blaming and have some more substance to it. Because then if you're framing it in a way in which, well, why would she do this? It's almost like she's deserving of something that doesn't need to happen to her, to anybody for that matter. So I'm going to tell you, Lindell, keep it cute or you're going to get blocked. Okay. Or you're going to get and that's fine if you can't handle, because people are eating you up here. Okay. You're entitled to your opinion. It sounds like you don't support Cassie. That's fine. You don't have to. You don't have to. Actually, nobody needs to. If you don't want to, that's completely up to you. It's a stance. We're reporting on what's going on. But on this video, he's not being convicted. This video is not supposed to send him to jail for this RICO case. Does that make sense? I don't think that that's the case here. But please keep it cute. Keep it cute and stand on the shit. And this is the last warning I'm going to give you, okay? Just letting you know. I'm just saying, y'all. All right, let's keep it nice in the chat, okay? Let's keep it nice, or we gonna have to do some blocking. Okay, they're showing Diddy's pattern, and this is just witness one. I think that's what they're doing, is that they're showing Diddy's pattern. You said, would you like to be my piñata? Lord have mercy, y'all. You guys are something else. Okay, hold up. I want to see something real quick. Let me review. I want to review. That's right. People need to be patient. That's all. They're laying the foundation. I know. Let's just sit back and watch. That's all we can do, right? Thank you. Absolutely. The block party. Oh my God. Y'all calm down. Calm down. Okay. I know I got a lot of people in here. I want to say something before I want to see something here, but I want to say something before. We were able to get the transcripts for this week. So these transcripts and I'm not talking about journalists, I'm talking about actual court reporters have the transcripts. We have these transcripts, okay? Now, they're very expensive. They actually cost $1,312, okay? So my friend Danny Robertson is actually one that was able to obtain them. she basically has a lot. She's basically charging me $75 a day for this week. Basically $75 a day to get, like, if I wanted to get tomorrow's transcripts, today's transcripts, or something, then I need you guys to support by the Cash App, so then I can send the money to her, and kind of go about it that way. It's $375 for the whole week, or $75 for the day. Okay. So, and then we could really get into what exactly is being said, not through inner city press, not through content creators, but actual court reporters, for those that really want to get knee deep into this case. Let me show you guys my Cash App for those that are wanting to support. And if you want to be here for those receipts specifically, guys, these are not cheap. Okay. It's $1.45 or $1.40 for a page. They're printing 200 to 300 pages a day. These transcripts are not cheap whatsoever. So if you guys can support, I just had 2 people send me a Cash App, but we don't even have it. Let me see where we're at right now. We don't even have a Cash App for, like, we don't have enough for a day of transcripts. Okay. That's how much I have right now. Not enough. So if we're going to do that route, I need you guys to support. It's $375, basically $75 a day for the transcripts, just for this week. Just for this week. $1.40 per page, and they're printing anywhere from 200 to 300 pages a day. They're not cheap at all. And we call the Southern District of New York too. They're expensive. So if you guys can, whatever you guys can donate to the Cash App, that would be amazing. That way we can get it. Right now, I don't have enough for even a day yet. So, and if we get them all, it's $375. That's what it is. Hold up. That's cheap considering how much they really are. Okay. Let me just say that much. It is absolutely insane. It is, but it's you can't, I can't. Some people think that you can get court transcripts through Pacer. That's not the case. You can't do that, guys. So yeah. If you guys chip in $1, I'm pretty sure we could probably get there to the Cash App, and then I can just send it over to Danny Robertson, and then we have the receipts and they'll be available. But yeah. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. I appreciate it. Okay, I want to go back a little bit. Let me see the security. So we got to the vase part. The vase part. Hold up. Let's see. All right. Give me one sec. So I think he had her phone, and that's why he's walking away with her phone, right? Let me make sure I pay attention to the court when we get started. Okay, wait, do we have some updates? Okay. Yeah, we have a little bit of an update. Hold up. Raheem. Okay. Let me stop right here real quick. 1 second. One second, guys. Okay, sorry. We also, by the way, we also have Venmo. So I do Cash App and Venmo. I don't really the PayPal is not one that I use often, unfortunately. I used it maybe once or twice, but Cash App is one that, you know, every content creator uses. If anybody wants to support, again, we don't have enough even for, well, hold up. Thank you. Is it Sarah? Thank you, Sarah. Oh my God, hold up. We have enough for 1 day of court transcripts. Okay. Now we do. Oh my God, y'all are amazing. Hold up. Let me see what you guys sent. Sarah, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Melinda, thank you so much. The only Angie. Oh, the only Angie. Thank you so much, my love. And then of course Storm and Ellen. Thank you so much, y'all. You guys are amazing. Also, thank you, Sue. I missed this. Was this morning? Sue, thank you so much, Sue. I appreciate you. Sorry about that. Okay, so I think we have enough for at least 1 day of transcripts. 1 day of transcripts. If we want to do another day, you guys hit the Cash App, a little bit that you give, and we can build up that way. But we have enough for 1 day of transcripts. And then if you want to support, of course, you guys know how to do it. Adrian, thank you so much for this $5. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. And Jackie Blue, thank you so much for the $4.99 super sticker. You guys are amazing. Thank you, thank you. And YouTube pays out at the end of the month, so they won't be able to get it like on the 3rd. Yeah. By then, this is too late. Court will continue at 1:45 Eastern. So Sassy, we got a little bit, and don't forget, yeah, YouTube takes 40% of everything. But yes, and then you have the tariffs. Adrian's like, and don't forget, then you got them tariffs, man. I'm telling you, they make this shit hard for everybody. Thank you. Okay, hold up, y'all. We got to go to Inner City Press real quick because I want to. So after the jurors left for lunch, he kind of like cut off, right? And then Miss Slavic, I think that's how you say that, the government attorney, they're still in disagreement on exhibits. This is the judge was asking about exhibits. Yes, the defense wants the exhibits to be longer and about masturbation. They want to cut off at looking at my iPad. Defense response, we just heard this morning about videos on his devices, so this is relevant. Slavic response, we can agree to more, something less than the 10 pages. And now, Hecker Fink, for the witness known as Mia, okay, he must be an attorney. He says there's a jury instructions about victims. Hecker Fink, lawyer, he's a lawyer. Mia would have taken this to her grave. I don't know how to support her if we can't discuss her pain, what she went through. We will not put words in her mouth. Her nerves are through the roof. Mia is the other witness. We're going to try to prevent witnesses being counseled on how to testify. Hold up. Oh my God. Okay. Hold up. I will. It just feels, y'all, I know that I don't really use my banner like that. I'm going to try to use my little banner. Hold up. See if I can use this banner right here. Here it is. This one's better. Okay, the banner's on the bottom, guys, for those that want to support. But it's just weird. Y'all know I don't really be doing that too much. It feels weird. Thank you. Now let me remove this real quick. How do I go away? Here it is. This is the banner on the bottom. It shows the Cash App and stuff like that. Oh my God. Hold up. Let me see. And I'm not going to say people's full names. I'm just going to say the first name. Thank you, Darlene, and thank you, Sue, again. Thank you, Sue. Thank you to the Bush baby. I'm not going to say your name, my love. I don't want to, dox you. Thank you. Okay. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. I think I'm trying to put as many hearts as I can. View. And if you got a heart for me, I want to say thank you. Vero. Thank you, Veronica. Thank you. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. All right, so let me write this down. I'm not good at math, y'all. I went to social work school. Let me write this down real quick. Okay, this is perfect. We are if we can get $35 more, we'll have 2 days of transcripts, okay? Just so people are aware. Okay. Let me get it together. So let me go back a little bit. I'm sorry. Because I want to understand what is going on here. So the judge says, we're trying to prevent witnesses being counseled on how to testify. what to say or not to say. Anything else? Okay. Would that be acceptable? The lawyer Fink says, I'm afraid she'll have a moment, lose it, and then ask me, did I forget something? I worry. Now, counsel to Jane Doe says, I'm worried that Jane Doe will not know what she can ask me. The judge says, as long as you don't coach testimony. Wigdor's there. Wigdor counsel to Cassie Ventura, I have nothing to add. Judge then says, Ms. Shapiro, we've spoken with each other, with each attorney. Okay. We need more time to print the binders. We'll break. This is what the judge says. This is when they break. Okay, so that was damn. Okay, so guys, the video that I did this morning is very relevant, and I want to talk a little bit about it because the video that I did this morning talked a little bit about that. Wigdor is like, I want to be there to talk to my client during cross-examination. This is it's coming up, okay? Cross-examination is coming up. He wants to be there for his client. But the problem with that is, you know, the risk, at least from Diddy's side, he's saying, well, like, we want truth and transparency. Like, we can't have these lawyers intervene. You can't be coaching. You can't be doing things like that. So they were going back and forth last night on these submissions. I do wonder how this is going to play out. Very often, at least from my experience that I've noticed, sometimes victims go through, you know, things where they do things for self-preservation or to please somebody, or, you know, to not be beat, or to not go through something horrific, or to be blackmailed, right? That is a real thing. Back in session? Okay. So this is going to be interesting to see how this goes. All right. Sorry, I just had to tend to something. All right. I think we're back. We're back. Okay. Wow. Okay, we're gonna have to let's mark this document. This is gonna be interesting. I'm waiting to see where the latest tweet is at. We're not there. It's not there. Now let me see if what CNN is saying. Damn, that was an interesting video. I'll say that much. Okay, judge instructs attorneys not to engage in witness coaching. Okay. As the jury is still in lunch, the judge, we just read this, spoke with lawyers in the courtroom. The judge said he won't instruct the witnesses, but told the attorneys for the victim witnesses not to engage in witness coaching or pass on messages from prosecutors to their clients while they're testifying. An attorney for victim witness Mia said he needed to be able to talk to her on break during her testimony. We're not going to put words in her mouth, he said, but needs to be able to support her when she wants to talk about what she experienced on the stand. Candidly, her nerves are through the roof, he said, adding that she would have taken these things to her grave. These are the worst things that ever happened to her. The defense had asked the victim witness be instructed to speak to their attorneys on the prosecution about their testimony while they're on the stand. Oh man, it's getting heavy, guys. It is getting heavy. Okay. Here we go. Let's see update. Okay. This is when they broke. All right. That was 11. No update yet. I'm not there, and I'm getting nervous for them. Like, I'm not there, and I'm getting nervous. I'm really nervous. I'm not there. Like, even reading this is too intense sometimes. You know what I mean? Oh man. I should probably get another drink before we get started. Not yet. I don't know. I don't know, man. You know what's so crazy, guys, is I don't consider myself an empath, but sometimes I'd be feeling nervous for people. I don't know. Like I'd be feeling things. I don't know. Okay. Let me see if we have an update. Okay. There's some people. I'm like, why do I keep seeing you in my comments? For those who care, this is Jake from Cowboys. What? Okay, like nobody's talking about that, girl. Why are you posting that under this? No update yet. We're waiting. I have a lot of empathy, but I'm not much like it's weird. How do I say that? I think it's energies. I think it takes me back to like maybe certain experiences, you know what I'm saying? Like when you experience, if you've ever had anybody go through like similar things or whatnot. Oh man. Hold up. They're posting information about the people. BJ's on there. Shout out to BJ, man. Meek Mill's, Young Thug, and other politicians and judges and other celebrities got to be nervous this morning, knowing that all this info the feds done recovered from Diddy. We all know humans can't keep secrets, so the game of telephone will get played with these feds' wives and husbands. The feds too? My goodness, man. Okay, let's see. Do we have an update from CNN? That was 5 minutes ago. What is the Washington Post saying? Court will resume at 1:45. Oh, we still have time rather than 1:15. I thought it was 1:15. As judge initially indicated to the jury. That's because the court is discussing some procedural and evidentiary issues the entire time. These issues include the kind of contact that alleged victims can have with their personal lawyers while testifying. I told you guys, make sure you watch those little videos that I've been doing. Late at night, I'm tired, but we're really bringing the receipts over here. And the timeliness of the defense showing exhibits they like to use. They like the government to use to give the parties time to get lunch and for the government to get its binders ready. We're now coming back a half hour. So that was a minute ago. So they're not going to be back. We still got 15 minutes. What, 15 or 12 minutes? Okay, this is perfect. I want us to go. Armand Wiggins did a breakdown yesterday, and there's some timestamps that I want to talk to you guys about. Hold up. Did I write them down? I did. Wrote them down on my phone. Tony. Oh my God. Tony. All right. Tony just purchased for us to have transcripts for. Damn. Oh my God. Hold up, Tony. Let me see. Let me get the calculator real quick. 375. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate you. I did reply. Okay, sorry. Okay, so just to let you guys know, we have $209 and we need $375. So that's gonna buy us what? Let's see. Somebody do the math. So we need $173 if we want to get the $375 total. Okay. Dang, Tony, thank you. No, I appreciate you, Tony. Thank you. The new updates, thank you so much, Kristen. The new updates is, I can't math. I really can't. The new updates is that they're arguing about having the lawyers there, okay, while they're testifying. Now, I want to talk about Armand Wiggins did a video last night, and I got timestamps of this video, guys. Yeah, you guys drop. Y'all are amazing. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I got some timestamps here. What Armand described is horrific. So Diddy was making her getting piercings and stuff like that, piercing her areas, things that she didn't want to do. This is what was captured. Now Armand Wiggins is in the courtroom as well as Make It Make Sense. Shout out to both of them. Okay. Did you guys know? I missed this part yesterday, but apparently Diddy would have them heat the baby oil. So there is that. There was we read this yesterday that there was times where Cassie was in her monthly and she had to perform in her monthly. And then there was a urine part. She would choke on this urine. Okay. Which then he brought the point of Young Miami, which I think is important because Young Miami has talked about the fact that she's taken a couple of golden showers. Okay. This is the Rico part, the flying of the escorts for Cassie, right? They're always flying escorts, different escorts coming around, everything. They're always flying people around. So that's where my mind started to go, the basis, the foundation of this Rico. Because initially yesterday, I'm like, it's taking them forever to get to this part where the Rico is, the foundation of it. Where are we at? So this is what Armand was saying. He's like, well, this flying of the escorts is a thing. Christina Quorum, right? All these people around. At about the hour and 7-minute mark, Cassie had to take Viagra at one point. Okay. And she talked about what that felt like taking Viagra. And then Armand closes with the trafficking portion of that. I definitely suggest you guys watch Armand Wiggins. It's a very detailed video. I don't want to play it because the details of it is just so much. Like, it's hard. He made her get her nipples pierced and her area down there. Okay. Just so people are aware of what had to happen around that time. This was intense. I didn't know either. She took it, apparently. But I think, one thing that Armand said, and I think it's important to put out. Give me one sec, guys. Thank you, Carol. Did you see this post? Hold up. There's a post that I bookmarked. Let me see if I can actually pull it. You're talking about... Let me see. Where's my bookmarks? Where are my bookmarks at? This bookmark. Now amid the second day of Cassie Ventura's direct testimony in U.S. versus Sean Combs, here's an exhibit from the trial, the L.A. hotel security email. Okay. Oh, okay. Here's the email about the video. Today, March 5th, 2016. Let me zoom in. Hold up. This down. Okay, this is too small and I can't even see it. Give me one sec. Today, March 5th, 2016, at approximately 11:14 a.m., I received a call from Instant Services, Wanda, stating that she had just gotten a distress call from the 6th floor. I then looked at the camera to familiar with the situation. There's a typo there. Up on the floor. All I saw before I took off immediately was a black male wearing a towel walking back and forth. I arrived at the scene at 11:15 a.m. and I noticed the black male was a rapper, Sean Combs, aka P. Diddy. I observed Mr. Combs sitting down on the far left chair of the 6th floor, and the female who was closer to the hallway. Ooh, give me 1 second, y'all. 1 sec, guys. Okay, sorry, y'all. It's Baby Bunny. Hey, Oklahoma. Let me see. So it's a letter from the security guard, right? Carol, I think that's the one you were talking about, right? I determine when I get emotional and to what extent I'm going to get emotional, says Night Charm. Shout out to Night Charm. I then looked at the cameras to familiar with the situation on the floor, and all I saw before I took off immediately was a black male wearing a towel, walking back and forth. I arrived at the scene at 11:15 a.m. and I noticed that the black male was a rapper, Sean Combs, aka P. Diddy. I observed Mr. Combs sitting down on the far left chair of the 6th floor, and the female who was closer to the hallway, later identified as CC by Mr. Combs. I saw the damage that had been done, and I began to diffuse the situation by advising Mr. Combs to understand his status and the safety and concerns of our guests. He began yelling at Miss Cece, and I advised both of them to separate from each other, that it wasn't convenient for them to continue this, especially in the hallway in a towel. I then proceeded to advise him to return back to his room. Mr. Combs began to offer me a bribe. He did report the bribe in this letter. You take care of this. I got you. Let's go to my room. I then responded with, sir, I know who you are, while extending my arm to him to shake his hand, and said, all I ask is respect for the guests and myself. So do me the favor and let's return you to your room. He got up and began to walk to his room. As we made our way down to the north hallway, Miss Cece was behind us, coming from the south hallway. Mr. Combs would be escorted out of the property. We walked over to his room in 206, and then he went inside, and Miss Cece was told to leave by Mr. Combs. So she did that. Mr. Combs opens the door and brought out a currency band wrapped around $100. Okay, and told me again, thank you, and said, you take care of this and I take care of you. I declined the money, and I told Mr. Combs that all we needed was for him to stay in his room until checkout, which is today. I left the scene around 11:25 a.m. So he doesn't know if it was 100,000. It was a ban of $100. Okay, we don't know the amount. I took the elevator down and I saw Miss Cece and advised her that I did not want him to see her. So I hold up and advised, there's a typo. There's a lot of misspellings and run-ons, so people are aware. And advised her that I did not want him to see her. So I walked her over to the valet office until her ride got there. And I asked her that we would need some information from her to stand by. I let them walked over to Maud Aday's office, advised them of the situation. I needed him present. We then walked over to Miss Cece's, and she was unable to locate. We then went to the 6th floor and took pictures of, oh man, this is like so small. We took pictures of the guest lobby elevator landing and made our way to guest room 602. Maud Aday, or Maud Ali, I think it says Maud Aday, wanted to introduce himself and let him know of the hotel rules and to advise that the damages would be charged to his room. When Mr. Combs came out, he was about to start yelling, still in his towel, but Maud Aday and I stopped him before he did and advised him that we were not there to make it bigger than it already was. He saw Maud Aday holding his phone, and he automatically assumed he was being recorded. So he grabbed his hand. And then grabbed his hand. There's a typo there, and told him to back off, and took his hand away from Maud Aday. He was then told no. He was then told no one was recording, there's no periods, that the safety and the privacy of the guests is important to the hotel, and that if he tried to do something like this, he would get kicked out and escorted out of the property by LAPD. He calmed himself down and apologized and stated, "It's just that I don't want to lose anything. I can lose it all." And I quote, "It's just that I don't want to lose anything. I can lose it all." Okay. And I quote, when we then reassured him that all we needed him was to calm down and not have any more scenes from this time until his checkout. We then left the scene and resumed normal operations. Note, we will be conducting extra paroles until his checkout, in which he will be taking pictures of how his room is left at the moment. Here are the pictures that Mada Day took of the guest lobbies. Stand by until we have all the pictures. Mr. Combs has not checked out. This is one of the exhibits. So this is part of the thing. Oh my God. Ooh-wee, my eyes. I'm gonna need some thank you, Justice. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm gonna need some readers after this, y'all. I'm supposed to be wearing something for my eyes, and I don't because I'm stubborn like that. Okay. But I might need them after this. I'll be like, I'm getting old. Hold up. Okay, I completely zoomed in way too much because that's too much. Hold up. Do we have an update? Okay, we don't. Okay, so we're actually okay. Are we? Yes. Yeah, this is what Inner City Press posted an hour ago. This is what we just read. So this was a statement or a report from that security guy, Israel Daniel. That's who it was. Hey, Diamond Rainbow. Y'all, I'm telling you. Thank you guys for those that have supported. I appreciate it. Shout out to Diddy Docket. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Where are we at? Thank you. All right, guys. So for those that are coming in, we are manager on duty. Thank you, L Jinx. So it's an abbreviation for manager on duty. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. For those that are coming in, we are basically getting money, or at least some funds, for the transcripts of this trial. One of my friends here on YouTube by the name of Danny Robertson was able to obtain everything, and she's willing to basically let me buy some of the transcripts at a very decent price. The transcripts cost about $1,300 or so, because they're printing out 200 to 300 pages a day. Okay. So very soon. Let me actually ask this right now. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Let me mute. We already have the day, first day transcripts are already available. So I'm waiting to see if we have yesterday's and today's. That would be 2 days. Sorry, I was messaging. I put myself on mute. That transcript was a little too spot on. We will see how it holds up. Remember, I'm not really a Diddy fan, but something's up. You know what? And I listen. Listen. Y'all, Lindell's back. Shout out to Lindell. My chat was dragged. Listen. I got the transcripts. We're going to get those transcripts. We're going to review them. We're going to see them. Okay. Oh, yes, yes. And thank you for saying this, because this is something people aren't considering. We're asking them to be expedited. That's a different cost. I do have the screenshot, actually. Let me show it to you guys. That's a different cost. So if you got $5, $1, donate to the Cash App, that will help us get those transcripts. Hold up. I have the screenshot. Southern District of New York. Nothing. Where did I post it? Transcripts. I know I have a screenshot of it. Linda. He's standing. Yes, but y'all need to listen. Let me tell you something. I know you got, let me say this, y'all. Sometimes you have to be able to have difficult conversations. Katie, you can ignore someone you don't agree with, but I'm gonna tell you this. It's okay to have difficult conversations with the people that you don't agree. I always advocate for that. So as long as you keep it cute and respectful, I really don't like to block people unless you're being disrespectful. Let me see. I know I got the screenshot of from the New York city. Hold up. Let me see. Damn it. I'm gonna have to find it. That's gonna take me some time to find it. I'll post it on the Discord. Let's see. Where are we at? Do we have an update yet? No update yet. They haven't started yet. They're kind of late. Yes, thank you. And for the court reporter here, you're actually getting a good copy rate for $1 exchange. Thank you, Mama Llama. Mama Llama, or is it Mama Llama AZ? Which one is it? Thank you for saying this, because the people were saying, oh, that's so expensive. It is expensive. People, listen, I remember when R. Kelly was happening. Back then, it was like $300. And that was like, you'd get something. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's right, Laura. As long as everybody keeps it cute, I don't care. Like I said, we got to keep it cute. That's all I ask. Let's keep it cute, okay? That's what I got to say. Okay. Let's see. And former court reporter here, you're actually getting a good rate for the $1. Thank you. Llama? I thought it was llama, like Spanish, like Mama Llama AZ, like Arizona. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, so for those that are wondering, that is a good rate. There's no scamming or ripping people off. Court transcripts are expensive. This is a huge case. They're expensive. They're printing out $250 to $300 a day. This is no joke, y'all. This is the real deal. So we definitely gonna get those. Oh, damn it! I clicked the wrong link. Hold up. We're waiting for them to start. Let me see what CNN is saying. Okay. Welcome everybody. Hit the like button. Thank you. One thing we do is deliver, so I appreciate it. Thank you, the ducks. Like, I'm chipping in. Thank you, my love. I appreciate it. Thank you. And Deborah also became a member. Thank you. Y'all are amazing. Thank you guys for supporting my channel. You guys, thank you. You can tell Rabbit really doesn't like asking for money. I really don't. I really don't. I don't. Rarely. I don't. But I appreciate. Y'all don't even know. It's yeah. It's uncomfortable, y'all. Come on now. Oh my God, y'all are still arguing in the chat. All right. You're now getting it. Listen, as long as you guys keep it cute, you guys don't have to agree. We can agree to disagree. I told you guys, I want to be able to hear. This is a trial. We have to be able to hear differences of opinions. Okay. Okay. Hold up. Let's see. Come on. Are we going to get started? Guys, what do you think is taking them so long? They're just trying to figure things out. Thank you. And reminder, court charges per page, whether they have a single drop of ink or not, even the PDFs. Yeah, they do. Thank you. I do ask for likes. I do. I'm like, it's free. The reason I don't get likes, actually, yesterday we did pretty well with the like ratio, believe it or not. The reason why people don't like is because sometimes I do have haters. So it is what it is. You said they've been watching the Freakoff tapes? Who has, Mandy? I'm saying, who has? Rabbit, do you still have the Amazon? I do have the Amazon account. I haven't been as active on it because of like everything that's been going on with Amazon, but it's in the description box. Belen, thank you, Belen. I appreciate it. Now hold up. Abraham, if you're in the chat, I just got your email. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Will do, Abraham. I'll follow up with you on that, okay? I just got your message. Court charges for everything. Yeah, can you imagine if they were charging people to be seated in the court? I should demand likes from the hates. That's right. That's right. Get your shit together, okay? I demand order in my court. I don't know who you got in my chat, of course.
Just when you are out of order, you're out of order. You're out of order. The whole trial is out of order. They're out of order.
I'm waiting for an Al Pacino moment. I'm waiting for an Al Pacino moment, guys. I really am. Thank you. I am. Bye, Diamond Rainbow. Shout out to you. I see that you're leaving. Shout out to Diamond Rainbow. I see somewhere that they went to break and the judges was okay with the jury watching him. I see. It is what it is. All right, hold up. Let's see. Do we have an update? Okay, here we go. 22 seconds. All rise. They are all belated back. All rise. As to Exhibit 619, the objection to the defendant's proposal is overruled. 619. Hold up. Let me write this down because I'm going to have to look this up. Let's have Miss Ventura back. Then we'll bring in our jury. Ooh, okay. Are they going to be done today with... I'm wondering if cross is going to be today. I don't know. Do you guys think that she's going to get cross-examined today? At the very end of the day? It's been a long day so far, guys. Let me see. Hold up. Let me do a little poll while we wait for this to update. Will she be cross-examined? That is the question. Please hit the like button. I would appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, yes, thank you. And please note that if you're having a disagreement with somebody in the chat, you don't have to be a mod to block somebody. You independently, you can block somebody. So if somebody's in here and you're not liking somebody, just block them so you don't have to see their chats. But you could stay in here. And I think it's important to exercise that. You don't have to engage back and forth. You could block them. That's important, okay? All right, we don't have an update yet, okay? And I would actually suggest that you guys do that because, we don't want people going back and forth. I block a lot of people that I don't want to see. And I don't be going to people's channels like that. But, okay, wait. Oh, shit. Judge instructs attorneys not to engage in witness coaching. All right, they drew a picture of the judge. This was a minute ago. Give me 1 second. Yeah, disengage. Just don't block me. That's right. Hold up. Let me see. No update yet. Let me show you guys what CNN is showing. Judge instructs attorneys not to engage in witness coaching. As the jury is still at lunch, the judge spoke with lawyers in the courtroom. The judge said he won't instruct the witnesses, but told the attorneys for the victim witnesses not to engage in witness coaching or pass on messages from prosecutors to their clients while they're testifying. I think this is a good request. I think we read this part, but I didn't know that they had a picture of here. This is new. This is the judge. Just so people are aware. Just so people are aware. One second, guys. Okay, let's see. That judge needs a wig. I need a wig, or the judge needs a wig. Not putting my wig. The wig is. I'm telling you, Baby Bunny did something to the wig. It looks very stylish. Here we go. Okay, so they all rise as to Exhibit 619. The objection to the defendant's proposal is overruled. Let's have Miss Ventura back. Then we'll bring in our jury. Okay, here we go. The jury enters. Government then says, I have a binder for the court. The gallery will not be able to see these exhibits. Ms. Ventura, I will show you some exhibits. 2A-404. Who is it? Who is it? Cassie responds, she worked for Sean. Oh, who is it? She worked for Sean. Who is it? Who could it be that she's referring to? Who? Oh my goodness. Oh, the judge needs a wig. Who could she be referring to? Let me know. KK? That's what I think. She said she works for Sean. New update. The judge is back on the bench. The jury is in, and Cassie Ventura is back on the stand. Before the jury came back into the courtroom, prosecutor Emily Johnson clarified when asked by the judge that today the government intends to show the jury sexually explicit still images that are under seal, not videos. Johnson said that the defense may show sealed video footage during Cassie's cross-examination. Here we go. Let's see. You said took 3 days until cross in Johnny Depp trial. She wouldn't have gave that name happily. She worked for Sean. I'm back. Shout out to Cheeks. Shout out to my wonderful, beautiful mods, y'all, for keeping the house down, even though sometimes it's burning. Shout out to my wonderful mods, y'all. Drop some hearts in the chat. Guys, make sure you guys are hitting the like button. We got almost 700 people in here. And some of y'all are not hitting the like button. I will definitely zoom in. Thank you. Sorry, I did zoom out because it was too big for me, at least, to read. Do y'all ever have that? Like, the print is big and you're still squinting your eyes? That's me. That's me. Did it really take 3 days, though? That's crazy. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God. I got to do some shout outs because we got some cash apps here for the transcripts. Hold up, y'all. But I don't want to miss an update. So I'll definitely do those shout outs here in a little bit, okay? She worked for Sean. That's where it's at. This is going to be interesting. See where we go. I should have gotten a drink and I didn't. You know, daily with my old lady eyes. Thank you, Bridget. I think that was you. Thank you. I appreciate you. I did get it. Okay. Thank you. Let me also, while we're waiting, we are very close, guys. We're very close. Nisha, thank you so much. I'm only going to say your first name because I don't want to dox anybody or anything. Nisha, thank you. Appreciate it. Mary, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Hold up. Oh, Marvin, thank you so much for this. Shout out to Marvin. Thank you. Thank you. Mar Lugo, thank you. Thank you, my love. Shout out to y'all. Okay, we're close, guys. We're close. Thank you. And shout out to Mama Llama too, who is a court reporting, was talking about how that was a good rate for us because court transcripts are expensive and we're ordering them within the 24 hours. Okay, we're making people work. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Oh man, you said that's why they ran out of time on the others in the end. What if any? Texas Chica, do you think that this is gonna? You think they're gonna be done with? They probably won't till tomorrow, right? Cross-examine her. She might not be cross-examined today, guys. I don't know. It doesn't seem like that might be the case. Let me see. Where we at CNN? CNN, no update yet, other than the judge is back on the bench. Okay, people. This was 12 minutes ago. No update yet. Everybody's barely coming back from lunch, I think. I don't think she'll be cross-examined today. I don't think Cassie will be cross-examined today. The person that was asking me to zoom in, can you guys see it? Let me know. Yeah, I think so too, Texas Chica. It's a lot. You said this is probably going to give down as the most corrupt case on record. Linda, let me ask you a question, because I know you in the chat. Did you think that, what did you think about the R. Kelly case? Did you watch that case too? I'm kind of curious. What are your opinions about the R. Kelly case? Let me know. She hasn't spoken about the girls being trafficked or anything, right, Carol? She hasn't said anything. But I'm curious to know who she pointed to. We, the people, want to know. She worked for Sean. Who? I can only think. Everybody's like, I want to know so bad. Oh, Lord. Maybe KK? Oh, my God. I can't. Why is this guy always, let me block. Thank you. I don't ever block people unless they're trolling. But, like, if I see you in every comment, I'm like, now you're doing too much. Now you're doing too much. You said, what I've been thinking is that she is super pregnant. And I just hope that all the stress does not make her go into labor. Right? This is what I was saying. Hey, tu mamá, ya llegué, pero tarde, aquí estoy. Shout out to you, tu mamá. Shout out to my wonderful, wonderful, wonderful tu mamá supporter. Shout out to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. I am kind of curious. For those that feel like R. Kelly is innocent, tell me a little bit about why, if you're in the chat. Twitter is ridiculous, Luigi. You ain't never lie. You said, I'm ready. Johnson told the judge she expects to finish today, leaving time for cross. I don't know, man. Okay, as far as R. Kelly, because Harvey Weinstein case was overturned, his will be as well. So you really think, like, I'm kind of curious. Do you not agree that some of these Me Too cases, do you feel like they're all, like, off? Like, what is your opinion about that? All right, hold up. Here we go. Cassie Ventura responds. She worked for Sean. The government asks or states, we will call her Mia. When you gave your devices to the government, were they working? Ventura says, no, they were broken. Government responds and says, put up 602-A for Miss Ventura and the jury only. What's on your skin? Oil. Mia worked for Sean. Mia's the same woman that's worried about testifying. Mia worked for Sean. Mia's the same woman that's worried about testifying. Mia's the same woman that's scared to testify right now. Mia worked for Sean. Guys, she's the scared witness. Mia, scared witness. Thank you, thank you, Adrian. I'm flying today, and I'm telling you, I deleted my photos. Shout out to you, Luigi. Mia's scared, but Mia's the one that, yes. Mia's the one that the lawyer's over here, this Fink guy who's like, my client is so worried. Hold up, let me show it to you guys. This was earlier before we went to lunch. Hecker Fink lawyer. I'm afraid she'll have a moment, lose it, and then ask me, did I forget something? Is this Mia would have taken this to her grave. I don't know how to support her. So Mia worked with Diddy? Mia worked with Diddy? Who the hell is Mia? Okay, here we go. Government says put up 602-A for Miss Ventura and the jury only. What's on your skin? Oil. When did Sean first hurt you physically? So government asks Cassie. It started in the first year. What staffer were present when Sean was physical with you? What staffer was present when Sean was physical with you? Objection. Physical is vague. Okay. Government response. Punching, hitting. Okay. No update yet. No update yet. This is interesting. So it's not KK. Is Mia victim number 3 who's like, I don't want to testify? I'm thinking the same too, my love. Is Mia the witness that was missing a few days ago? Is Mia the one that doesn't want to testify? Tinkle Tits, have a safe flight. Shout out to you, Tinkle Tits, okay? Be careful, my love. Shout out to you. I don't know, man. I think Mia is just a like a name. I don't think it's her real name. The defense looks dumber with the objections. That's what I thought, right? Is it Mia Hilton? Hold up. So why is she, but she worked for Diddy. You said missing in action. Mia Hilton. I'm like, that's Misa Hilton. That's not the same one, right? That's Misa, not Mia. This Mia is a different person. You talking about Misa? You got me Google searching. Yeah, I'm like, Mia's a whole different person. I'm like, what? But is this the same one that's victim 3? This could be victim 3 for all we know. It's not KK. It's spherical. It's not KK. This is not KK. Not Kalina Harper. Kalina Harper was, you know what? Kalina Harper, don't forget the interview that she did. I don't think she's very cooperative. I think I could see Kalina Harper being like a hostile witness or something. Like she doesn't want to get in the mess, you know? Thank you, Steeler. I'll check it in a minute. Thank you, Steeler. I appreciate it. Hold up. All right, here we go. We have an update. No, we don't. I lied because it's not up. Hold up. Let me check CNN real quick. 3 minutes ago, prosecutors admit photos into evidence. Prosecutor Emily Johnson showed Cassie Ventura an image of Mia that has been admitted into evidence under seal. Ventura said Mia is a longtime friend of hers and worked for Combs. Johnson showed Ventura an image of one of the escorts they commonly use for the freak-offs, which was also admitted under seal. Ventura said the still image was taken from a video of a freak-off. That was one of her devices she turned over to the investigators. Johnson showed Ventura an image of herself and different escorts in a freak-off. This image was also taken from a video on one of her devices, Ventura testified. Ventura identified another photo of herself sitting alone on a couch during a freak-off. She's wearing a pair of very high shoes in a photo, Ventura testified. Okay, so, yeah. Just so people are aware, this is where we're at. Now, hold up. Let me see if we have an update, okay? No update yet from Inner City Press. Let me shout out. I want to shout out Steeler Princess. Thank you so much. I got this. Oh my God, Coco's mom. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Shout out to everybody. We're at $296, okay? Just so people are aware. All right. $296. Okay. Thank you guys. We're almost there. So that could buy us another. Hopefully we'll be able to buy another here. In the Sean Combs trial, Mia is a pseudonym used to protect the identity of a former personal assistant of Combs. And she also said that she had been violated by Diddy as well. I don't blame her if she's, worried for her life. You know what I mean? Like, this is, yeah, just saying. Nothing. Oh man. So is Mia going to is she going to be testifying too? That's my understanding. Thank you. Tony, thank you again for your being amazing. I appreciate you, Tony. Thank you. This is going to be good. Remember, some of the witnesses have pseudonyms. Mia may not be her real name, but definitely not her real name. For sure. Guys, do me a favor, please hit that like button. We have over 600 and some people here. I would appreciate it. Abraham, oh my God. Okay. All right. We're $4 short. Abraham, thank you so much. Abraham just donated. Thank you so much, Abraham. We are $371 at this point. Thank you, Abraham. Y'all drop some hearts for everybody. Thank you. Washington Post, you said? I haven't even been checking the Washington Post. Damn, I have so many tabs open. Hold up. Let me check. Washington Post. Here it is. Washington Post says, thank you, Coco. Aw, thank you, Coco. I appreciate you. Cassie Ventura was shown an image of Mia, an alleged victim who will be testifying under a pseudonym. Thank you. And asked whether she's familiar with her. Ventura said she was. And she next identified an image of Jules, a male escort she previously referenced in testimony. These images were... Oh, hold up, y'all. My camera went out. Give me one sec. I have to change the battery. Give me one sec. That does happen. We got to change the battery sometimes. All right, one second, guys. Oh, man. See, this is what happens, man. Got to charge batteries. Got to change them. Got to do the thing, y'all. Here we go. We got a case for this. Got to prepare. 1 second, guys. All right, guys, give me 1 second. I'm starting up my camera again. Okay, let's go streaming. All right. Thank you. James Steele, I see you. Thank you. All right, let's get it together. Now, you guys are going to be able to see the green screen now because Once it like logs off, I can't really get back in the green screen. So we're going to do what we're going to do. It is what it is. Hopefully this camera, oh, it's not working there. Let me set it up. Here it is. Okay. Oh my God, it worked. Okay, cool. All right, we're back on the green screen. That works. Okay, let me shout out Coco's mom. Thank you so much. And James, thank you so much. This is for the most amazing channel. I appreciate you. Thank you, James. Okay, guys, let's get it together because I think we have an update. The camera did die, so I mean, it is what it is. Okay, we don't have an update there, but this is what Washington Post wrote on their updates. Yay. Yes, Sylvia, the camera died and it worked back up again. Yes, we figured. I'm learning how to use this nice camera, by the way, just so everybody's aware. We got several batteries. I mean business. Okay. Cassie Ventura was shown an image of Mia. We read that part. She next identified an image of Jules, the male escort she previously referenced in testimony. These images were from a freak-off Ventura confirmed. Ventura identified another image of herself and Jules at a different freak-off. These are still images from videos that were taken from Ventura's personal devices. So remember, she had to turn in all this stuff, all these devices, right? This is it right here. She's turning in all these devices, okay? So this is what we're getting. Thank you, James. I appreciate it again. Let me put this comment down real quick so we can get it together. All right, y'all. Y'all are amazing. Thank you, guys. Let me see. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Don't be a hater all your life. Here we go. 17 seconds, okay? Government says, when did Sean first use violence on you? Ventura responds, Cassie responds. In New York City, we were in a car with his security and he knocked me around. The security was there and he knocked her around. What did he do? He hit me in the side of my head. I fell to the floor of his Escalade. Man, I'm telling you, man, security. How do you do this? Okay. Honestly, how does this happen? That's what I want to know. And they just kind of willfully ignore it. They didn't do shit. You said all this evidence is coming from Cassie. Remember this? Absolutely. It is. But it's coming from her devices, okay? He hit her in the side of the head and fell into the door of the Escalade. What the fuck, y'all? What the F? Didn't he hit his mom one time? That's what I heard. That's a good question. Did she record? Who recorded the hotel video? That's what I want to know. Security should be in jail. They did nothing, y'all. Let me ask you guys a question in the chat. Do you guys have daughters, sons, young children? What would you do if your daughter or your son found themselves in a situation like that? I don't know. I think I would be in jail as a parent. I'm just saying, but that's just me. Okay. Government then says, in January 2009, did you attend an event in LA with Sean? Ventura responds, yes. What happened as you left? I'd be speaking to a producer about music. Sean called me a slut. I hit him in the face. I had been drinking. Did you see any injuries? No. Okay. Yeah, I'd probably have a few felonies. I'm not going to lie to you if I was just saying. They were. That's what it sounds like. They were paid, definitely. I'd be in jail. I'm just lying. Well, we're all going to jail. See, there we go, Coco's mom. Don't even try it. Because, that's what we would do. We would be there for hours. You know what I mean? Okay. Give me 1 sec, guys. I got somebody at my door. 1 second. Okay. Thank you. You said, Rabbit, will you continue in YT jail? You said you'd be making a scene to interview a family? Man. Okay, here we go. Do we have an update? We don't. Let's see what the Washington Post is saying, or CNN. A minute ago, Cassie Ventura was asked by the government if she had ever started a physical fight with Sean. Ventura says she did. Prosecutor Emily Johnson followed up a question if she had ever seen injuries on Combs as a result of the fight Ventura started. Ventura said she hadn't. Johnson then asked if Ventura was injured as a result of him becoming physical. She said she had been. There would at least be a bruise. These fights would require days worth of recovery. She said she was about to elaborate on where she would hide out. She said she said hotel rooms before Sean Combs' lawyers objected to the line of questioning. Both sides are now having a sidebar with the judge. So they're on a sidebar right now as we speak. Maybe this is why it's taking a minute for the updates. They're on a sidebar right now, guys. They're speaking and they're on a sidebar. You know what I mean? Y'all, I have a fruit roll up. You said what brand? Hold up. What did you ask me? What brand model is your new camera? Former pro photographer. I think it's called the Sony ZV-1 or something like that. Sony ZV-1. Shout out to Kelly Copter because she was the one that recommended that one. Thank you, mama girl. Diddy would be more cross-eyed than he already is if he had one of my daughters and their dad got a hold of him. Dang, there you go. Yes, now hold up. I gotta shout out some people, guys. I think, all right, so we're good, guys. So Denise, thank you so much. Coco's mom again, thank you so much. Katie. It's Katie, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't want to say your name. Darius, thank you again. Storm, thank you. We're good, guys. We're good. I'm gonna submit that monies out to Danny Robertson so we can get this week's transcripts. Okay. Thank you, guys. We met the goal. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. We met the goal and some. Thank you. Okay, hold up. Let me we have an update. Okay. Yes, thank you, guys. Yes. Drop some hearts. We met it and we got it. I'm gonna message Danny right now. Okay, so from the last question, okay, she says that she had been speaking to a producer about music. Sean called me a slut. I hit him in the face. I had been drinking. Did you see any injuries? No. And then Ventura further goes, Cassie, I was on the floor of the car. He stomped on my face. Okay. How long did this last? 10 minutes. Then I tried to get away from Sean's security. Oh my God. Then I tried to get away, but Sean's security brought me back. Who? Roger Bonds. Get that motherfucker. Roger Bonds. That motherfucker. Sorry. What did they tell me to go? I think she meant to say, what did they tell you? And this is the government. Okay. What did they tell you to go to the hotel? So that's what security was doing. They were bringing her back. A girl got stomped on her face. Roger Bond brings her back to Diddy. I say we stomp Roger Bond. What? I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm like that motherfucker. So where is Roger Bond? Is he MIA? Did he also cop up a plea? This is giving John Gotti. This is giving mob mentality behavior. That's what that's giving. It is. Where are the security people? For reals. That's what it says. Roger Bond. Let me upload this over here. I was on the floor of the car. He stomped my face. How long did this last? 10 minutes. Then I tried to get away, but Sean's security brought me back. The security brought her back. Who? Roger Bonds. What did they tell me? To go to the hotel. You cannot make this up. You cannot make this up. Okay, a minute ago. And they snuck me into the hotel, covered up so no one could see my face. How long were you at the London hotel? A week, a little more. An assistant bought me ice cream. What was the assistant's name? Is it Guinevere or Genevieve? Genevieve? Genevieve, I think that's her name. This is Genevieve. Her? So she brought ice cream? Where this is what I'm talking about. If we're charging this man with RICO, why aren't all these people part of the did they like make a plea deal? You guys, KK, Roger Bond, Genevieve, whatever the hell her name is, Genevieve. I was gonna call her Guinevere because I have a cousin named Guinevere, but you know, like it's spelled the same way. Why aren't these people there too? That's what I want to know. Why aren't they there? Oh my God. Mar, thank you guys. All right. I think we're good, guys. Thank you so much. I just got your donation. Thank you, my love. And okay, I also replied already. But I just want to know, like, why aren't they also being held there? Anybody? Questions? Thoughts? There you go. That right there. That right there. Okay. Hold up. This is giving John Gotti. This is giving like mob mentality. All right. Government asked, did you feel you could leave the London hotel? No, I understood his capability, his access to guns, the threats he made. When you were taken to the hotel, when you were taken to the hotel after the assault? No. Think you meant to write, were you taken to the hotel after the assault? No. Okay, let me see what Washington Post is writing in here. That was 8 minutes ago. Let me go CNN real quick. My hair is everywhere, y'all. Cassie says, I was just shocked. Ventura testified about the first time she says Combs was violent with her. Cassie Ventura is now testifying about the first instance of violence with Sean Diddy Combs, which she said happened in the first few years of the relationship. Ventura says she was at dinner when she saw Combs flirting with somebody else. Another person saw Ventura had noticed, and she shrugged her shoulders. She testified. When they got into the car after dinner, he hit me in the side of my head and I fell into the floor of the car. Ventura said his security and a driver were also present in the car. So all of this is happening while this security and driver are there. I was just shocked and I didn't necessarily understand what happened and why he was so angry, except for the little bit that he said he was hitting me in the car. And I just went home and kind of hid after that. You just can't make this shit up, man. This man broke this woman. I don't know, man. I don't know. You can't make this shit up. Okay. Government asked, did you know that this assault incident was reported? I know that there was a blind item on the internet without our names. Somebody did a blind item on the internet about this incident? Who raised the blind item to you? My mother. Objection. Defense says, not for the truth. Overruled. Okay. There was a blind item on the internet about this. I'm sure somebody's going to look for it. Y'all, if you find it, let me know. Somebody wrote a blind item about this. Somebody did a blind item on the internet. Who is LSA? Somebody did a blind item on this. That's what he did. Thank you. That's right. Hit the like button. Lipstick Alley did on the internet. Well, somebody talked to somebody and put it on Lipstick Alley then, right? The blind items are often head of the news. I've never really known about, like, I was worried about doing a blind item and then you get sued. You got to be careful. Because then you'd be like, well, this is a blind item. I don't know what the terminology is, just to make sure you don't get sued. I'm so, wow. I'm speechless, y'all. Sloan does amazing blind items. Yes, he does. He does. Okay, hold up. Let me message. Okay, let me let the person know we have the money. Okay. Yes, please hit the like button. I would appreciate it. Okay, this is getting interesting. Yeah, the jury's not going to know what a blind item is. I will say that. They're going to be like, what is a blind item? So they're going to have to explain that. So the blind items are all true? No, not all blind items, just a blind item. Somebody wrote one, but clearly it might have been somebody who was in communication with her. Somebody who knew something what was up. Does anybody want to, I don't know. I mean, how do you explain a blind item? Somebody put in the chat, how would you explain, like, let me see if I could, I'm sure that there's, I would consider it hearsay at this point if it's a blind item. Blind item explained or meaning. So a blind item is a type of news or gossip. Oh, give me one sec. Okay. A blind item is a type of news or gossip column item that reports on something often scandalous or controversial without revealing the identities of the people involved. How do they do that? How? It's a way of sharing information while maintaining anonymity. You want this one? Why you take it from me? Shh, this child comes in, goes everywhere. It's a way of sharing information while maintaining anonymity. The term is also used to refer to a piece of information that is deliberately kept secret or hidden, similar to how a blind item hides the identities of individuals. Wouldn't you consider that a blind item like hearsay? No. Like, it's unconfirmed news, right? But it's like yeah, right. Sunset salty. Like pop culture rumor. But wouldn't you consider it, yeah, like hearsay? Hey, shout out to Tina's husband. Hi, Tina's husband. Y'all say hi to Tina's husband in the chat. He's watching us on the big TV. Shout out to Tina's husband. Okay, we are back. So, give me one second. We have a minute. Ventura then says, this was before FaceTime was very popular, so I could hide myself. She asked if it was me. What did you say? No, I did not want my mother to know something of that magnitude and be in danger. Oh my God. So let me go back a little bit. Did you know that this assault incident was reported? When the government is asking that, I'm assuming that they're talking about there was reported to law enforcement. I know there was a blind item on the internet without our names. Who raised the blind item to you? My mother. So mom might have seen something on LSA Lipstick Alley. It's like a blog. Everybody goes to it. It's one that has been around for years. My mother, the defense says objection, not for the truth. Judge says overruled. Okay. Ventura then responds, this was before FaceTime was very popular, so I could hide myself. She asked if it was me. Government then responds, what did you say? No, I did not want my mother to know something of that magnitude and be in danger. The mom could have been in danger. Do you guys remember, for those that have read the Don Richard lawsuit, which we did, there was a part in the lawsuit that Don Richard said that she was locked into a car for hours and that her dad had to come in and basically rescue her. That was a thing too, guys. That was a thing. Mar says, whatever outcome this case brings, at least it will shine a light on real Hollywood. You know what, Mar? You're right. Whatever light, because at the end of the day, the Roger Bonds, the Christina Corums, all these individuals, they're under a microscope now. You know what I mean? Mar, thank you so much for the $4.99. I would definitely agree with that statement. CNN update. Okay. This was 2 minutes ago. Okay, this is a little bit explaining as to what happened. Combs' security team once chased after Cassie. After fight, she says, Cassie is describing another time Sean Combs was violent with her. She said after a party at a Los Angeles club, Combs called her names. Ventura says she drunkenly punched him in the face in response, which prompted Combs to beat her, stomping her on the face. She lied as she lied on the floor of the Escalade. When they got to the house, she said she jumped out of the car and tried to run down the street, but Combs security eventually caught up with her and brought her into the house. Ventura said she finally looked at her face. When she saw what she saw at Combs' house, she didn't recognize herself. Just knots and bleeding, swollen, everything. I looked horrible. That's what she said. That's what she said. Hold up. You can't make this shit up right here. Yo, this is the picture of the lip that I wanted to show you guys. This one right here. This is before the lawsuit. This is all, we were all seeing this. She had bruises on her arms. She had knots on her head. And that's when people speculated there's something going on with Cassie and Diddy. This right here was real. This right here, this big old, when she talked about this lip, that was a real thing. This man put his hands on her this way. That's what he did. You're not going to, even the defense is not disputing that he wasn't physical with her. Let's be very clear. That was their opening statement, okay? Let's be very, very clear. Okay, we have an update on Inner City Press. Okay, hold up. Do we? Yep. Hold up. Let's see. Damn it. 2 minutes, 1 minute. Very popular. Here we go. So before FaceTime was popular, she talked a little bit about this. She didn't want her mother to be in danger. Government asked, when you went to a party with your girlfriends, what happened? I saw executives from BET, and then I heard Sean was there. What did you do? I left. I ran out as fast as I could. Why? I thought he was angry. Oh my God. Like, this girl was like running for her life. It seemed like such a small world, especially with somebody who has access to everything. I don't know. But it shouldn't be. It shouldn't just be Diddy. Like, if those security people or the Roger Bonds and all these people were doing this bullshit, they all should be held liable because they let this woman get hurt the way that she did. And did nothing about it. They didn't intervene. They didn't do shit. They all need to be found liable. All of them. If you know what I mean. All of them. Okay? Okay, hold up, you guys. See if we have an update. This was 17 seconds ago. She says, I thought he was angry. Did he come to the hotel where you were staying? Yes, he beat me up and called me names. My face was bruised. This photo, who is this? Is it Scott? Is it Miss Cootie? Oh, Kid Cudi? Okay, is that how you say Kid Cudi? Cootie? Okay, Miss Cootie? I didn't know that was his first name. Okay, did he come to the hotel where you were staying? Yes, he beat me up and called me names. My face was bruised. This photo, who is this? Scott Miscudi, known as Kid Cudi. We dated in 2011. Did Sean find out? Yes, in my phone. My goodness. They blow up his car. We're on Kid Cudi enters the chat, okay? Just saying. Here comes the the arson. Yeah. Hold up, let me see. CNN update. Okay, we read this part. Guys, I got to run and get me a drink. Give me 1 second. Yep. Okay. Hey Dino, how are you? It took enablers, that's right. He couldn't have done this all without help. Absolutely, life interrupted. I agree with that statement. Okay, where are we at? So enter Kid Cudi. Oh man. Somebody said Kid Cudi car bombing coming in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Is Kid Cudi going to testify too? Let me tell you something. I would be worried if I had to testify here. Like, listen, if I had to sit jury duty, like as much as I'm interested in what's going on, if I had to sit jury duty or anything like that, or testify, I would be worried too. Who the fuck blows up cars? I'm just saying, like, some of the people that are speaking out, it's just like, I hope that they are safe and they're okay, because you can't make this up. You know what I mean? Hold up. Let me see. Oh man. Okay, let me look at Washington Post, but do we have an update here? Give me 1 second, guys. Do me a favor, guys. Support the channel by hitting the like button. I would appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. Sean Ventura says Sean went. Cassie responds and gives more information. Sean went through my phone during a freak out. Freak off or freak out. He found an email about what? Taking my toiletry bag to Scott's the next day. Sean put a wine opener in his hand and threatened me. I called Scott on a burner phone. Where did you go? She had to have burner phones. Shit, man. She had to have burner phones with this guy. Like, that's scary. But that's a real thing. People don't know who Scott is. Scott is Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi, for those that don't know. Kid Cudi. That's his first name. Taking my toiletry bag to Scott's the next day, Sean put a wine opener in his hand and threatened me. I called Scott on a burner phone. Where did you go? What it says. Y'all, let me do a little ASMR by opening my drink. Woo. This gets intense. Intense. We go. No update yet. No update yet, guys. No update yet. Okay. Shout out to everybody in the chat, guys. Thank you so much again for supporting the channel. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Thank you. We're waiting for updates. I'm still tripping on the Roger Bond thing. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I hate that happened. Okay, 4 seconds ago. Cassie says to Scott's house. Okay, wait. Taking my toiletry bag to Scott's the next day. Sean put a wine opener in his hand and threatened me. I called Scott on a burner phone. Where did you go? To Scott's house. Then I talked with Capricorn Clark, one of Sean's assistants. Here you go, Capricorn Clark. Enter. She's the other one that knows a lot of stuff too. This man, Capricorn Clark, one of Sean's assistants. Then what? I went to the house. Sean was staying at. He told me he would release videos and hurt Scott and I. What videos? Freak off videos of me. She wanted to be done with this shit. And he was threatening her to release videos of her. God, that BET video. I want to thank Cassie for holding it down. So many years. This is like, and all these people that are being name dropped, Capricorn Clark, all these people that were there, come on the hell on. Come the hell on, you guys. This is too much. This is too much. I try. Let's see. As you explain what a blind item is, how the hell would you know if the blind item is true or not? That's what we were saying. Do we consider that hearsay or not? A blind item. She was also abused by him as well. Could she also be testifying, you think, Vic? There was that interview. There was another interview. I think was it Tasha who talked about Capricorn Clark, who had seen stuff, and people were talking about how she might have been abused as well. Do you think she's testifying too? She might be one of the uncooperating witnesses. Could very well be the case. Could very well be the case here. Hold up. Let's see. Here it is. Update. Sean kicked me in the back. I got a bruise. Where'd you go? To my hotel with the burner phone. The room was torn up. Someone peed all over the floor, popped in the toilet and didn't, pooped. Why did I say popped? Pooped in the toilet and didn't flush it. It was gross. This was just before Christmas. Okay, hold up. Let me go back a little bit because I feel like when I go back, I have a little bit more context of what's being said. All right, so I went to the house Sean was staying at. He told me he would release videos and hurt Scott and I. What videos? Freak off videos of me. Sean kicked me in the back. I got bruised. Where'd you go? To my hotel with a burner phone. The room was torn up. Someone peed all over the floor and pooped in the toilet and didn't flush it. It was gross. It was just before Christmas. Oh my God. Okay. I sent an email to my mom in Capricorn from my flight to Boston and Connecticut. What did you write? That Sean said he would release the tape of me on Christmas and he'd have Scott and I hurt. He said he would be out of the country then. So mom, she was letting her mom know, and Capricorn Clark as well. This guy, you said this is a poop incident. I think somebody pooped in her toilet or something, and then destroyed, but it's a hotel room. I can't, man. This is too much, y'all. This is like a lot. Cassie went to the party with friends. Prince performed. Combs showed up. She ran out. He later beat her because she didn't ask. That's right. One second, guys. All right. All right. No update yet. Let me see if CNN, what does CNN say? Ventura says she didn't have the resources to leave after Combs beat her. Ventura testified about what happened after she said Sean Diddy Combs beat her following a party at Los Angeles club. Ventura said that Combs told her she needed to sneak out of the house and go with security to stay at a hotel. She testified that she snuck into the hotel covered up because no one could see me like that. Ventura said she wanted to stay at Combs' house instead of going to a hotel, but said Combs wouldn't allow her. She told Combs and his staff that she wanted to leave the hotel where she had been staying at for a week. But Ventura also said that she didn't feel like she could leave and didn't think it was safe for her to do so. I didn't have the resources I needed to get out or move on and move to get out and not have anybody stop me. I understood Sean's capabilities, his access to guns, and the threats that he made prior to that. Ventura said her mom read a description of the incident online that didn't include her name and reached out to see if it was about her. I didn't tell my mom the truth because I was ashamed, but I also felt like at this point I didn't know what was going to happen, she testified. I didn't want to put my mom in danger of knowing anything of that magnitude. Oh my God. That's a pretty good summary of what is going on. Hold up. Here we go. A minute ago, update. Ventura had said prior to this that Sean said he would release a tape of me on Christmas and he had Scott and I hurt. He said he would be out of the country then. What are these photographs? My mother took these in Connecticut of the bruises on my back. Were you entirely honest with your mother about the abuse? No. I said this was the first time. Did you tell her about the freak-offs? No. She didn't know. Mom didn't know the extent, which unfortunately, that's kind of like the thing. People don't always know everything that's going on. Wait, what did I miss? Why are people talking about poop? Somebody had pooped in the toilet and urinated all over. That's what it says. You said, but Cece had to go to the hospital without any money or identification for medical attention. Cece went to the embassy to get help back to the U.S. That was the last time she worked for him. You talk about Capricorn Clark, right? Because Cece is what Diddy also called Cassie. That's why I'm trying to make sure that people are aware. Vic, if you could, not Vic, I'm sorry, Vicky. Shout out to Vic, y'all. I'm thinking about Vic. Vicky, let me know in the chat. Yes, we do. We welcome difference of opinions. Thank you. Yes, go back to my first comment. Sorry. I missed it. I'm sorry. Okay, yes, Capricorn Clark was beaten and gang-ard and left in Spain without her passport. Oh, is this her? Vicky, she's the one that they left her and didn't give her a passport whatsoever. That's her? She filed as a Jane Doe in a civil lawsuit. Let me know if I'm correct, because I think this is the same person, right? I'm pretty sure that's correct. Yeah, she's the one. Oh. What's my take? It sucks. That they don't allow, but at the same time, the case is so intense. I don't know if it would be safe to allow cameras in the courtroom, if that makes sense. Okay, hold up. So now it says, is it possible? Okay, give me one sec. Baby Bunny's protesting. Cassie then asks, is it possible to take a break? The judge says, yes, break. So they're on a break right now. She has not mentioned when Kid Cudi's car went on fire or anything like that. Nothing has been mentioned of that sorts, for those that are wondering. Let's not forget about Diddy's bodyguard who was unknown until docs, who owes hundreds of acres on the border of Mexico and Arizona. He was silent in the background and had a big part in the occult. Who's that? Damn, I didn't know that was Capricorn Clark, and that really messed with me, because she said that KK was involved in that lawsuit. KK was mentioned in that lawsuit. So they're flying like internationally. Okay. And he like, I think he left her like in Scotland stranded without a passport. Hold up. Let me see what CNN is saying, guys. Ventura describes another incident. Yes. Okay. That's it. All right. Hold up. Yeah. There's no updates yet. Oh my God, y'all. You said that's why her mom's not in the court. If she's like us, she would jump him all over. Man. Was it Spain? She left. Oh my God. KK, where are you? Where's KK? That's what I want to know. Is KK so like embarrassed and where I believe, listen, I believe that a lot of the shit that happened here, a lot of people enabled it and allowed it to happen. Okay? That's what I believe. I definitely believe it. That's what I have to say. Do you think that they're going to start naming other celebrity names that were on the freak off tapes? Laura, who's to say that they're okay? I want to talk about that a little bit. They said when this story broke that there would be celebrities on these freak off tapes, so that there were. Now, some of those celebrities could have very well settled outside of this. Who knows? Maybe that's the case. Maybe they settled, okay? But they're not being mentioned here. Okay? No, I'm not hearing any celebrity sex tapes. They're not being mentioned here. We're also not hearing about minors. Okay? Two things to keep in mind. Yeah, my understanding is that the freak-offs only involved escorts. J-Lo is far from innocent. Well, J-Lo's not being mentioned. J-Lo is doing selfies right now. Mm-hmm. She is. She got a whole selfie thing going on. Oh yeah, KK definitely. KK for her that statement that she made on Rolling Stone, I would never. I would never. No, bitch. Yes, you did, and some. Mm-hmm. You and Roger Bond and everybody. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Did anyone see his daughters are not in the courtroom today? Really, Coco's mom? Tis, I'm not surprised at all. Yeah, that's what I gotta say. If KK was innocent in all of this, wouldn't she then have supported her boss in court? Just checking, Gordon. That's right. This is intense. Roger Bonds needs to be in jail. Roger Bonds, like, I did not expect that name to be dropped. I mean, I expect a lot of names to be dropped, but not that one. I don't know. Thank you. Okay, guys. I have to pause right here because I also have to tend to the real life that I have over there. My real life. I will see about being live tonight because just to do a finish up what I didn't finish up. This is what we did yesterday. So make sure you guys join us on our nightly recap. I'm going to follow up on the transcripts. I think we got all of we're good, and we're going to purchase for the week, and I'm excited because then now we can really not have to use all these other journalists, and we could just really focus on what was actually said in court, and I'm here for it. Shout out to Danny Robertson, who made that happen for all of us. So that is where this money is going to go, to Danny Robertson. Shout out to Danny Robertson. We love you. Okay. Shout out to everybody. I got to go because I got to go tend to my child. Hey, check out that surprise witness, BJ. She's live right now on this. If you want to finish up, if you don't want to wait for me, that's fine. I'll be live later. And it's kind of a, it's a less people, which is kind of nice because it's not everybody here. And then we will go about that. I want to thank everybody that supported the channel today, like literally with the super chat, this is all amazing, y'all. Thank you guys for being here. Hit the like button and I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys. Bye.